exciting esports championship. We are back with a bang. India's own Skyesports championship is back.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us on Sky Esports. And here we are starting off with the first day of quarterfinals. And it's going to be day one. We'll have the first match in Group A versus B. This is going to be Erangel. And today it is Shadow who is going to join me. We are going to be your storytellers for the day. Shadow, how are you feeling today joining us on the first day of Sky Esports 2.0 Championship?
Thank you so much, Dinka, for the welcome. I'm really excited, and as we can see, 40 teams are going to compete over here, and among them, we have going to have 14 invited teams, and these 24 teams, 10 teams for the quarterfinals, will qualify to the semifinals, and among them, 20 teams will move towards finale round. I think this is going to be a super amazing action-packed tournament.
Yeah, it is actually going to be an action-packed tournament. We have 40 invited underdogs. All the information is provided on our Instagram as well. If you want to check out that information, you can just join us on Instagram. The link is provided in the description. So we have in total 40 underdogs which are invited, and then 10 teams from out of these teams will be going into the semi-finals, and then we have some 14 teams actually invited into the semi-finals as well. These teams are coming in from PMPL, so these are very experienced squads, and these underdogs are going to get a chance competing with them in the semi-finals. It is also going to be a very good opportunity for them to give their best and maybe make a name for themselves in this one. Then if you talk about the semi-finals, we have a total of 24 teams, and out of those 24 teams, a total of 20 teams are going to go into the finals, where we'll have a 5-day finals, and the best out of them. I guess we have a prize pool for every day. We will be showing you the prize pool distribution as well in a little while as the stream goes on. So this is the complete walkthrough of how the tournament is going to progress, and all the team information, like the invited teams and the underdog teams, all the information is provided on Instagram as well. Talking about the prize pool, the total prize pool is about 6 lakhs, and we have 1 lakh Flipkart voucher for our audience as well. The first, if you talk about the semifinals, we have a total of 1 lakh prize pool in semifinals only. So it's not that you only have to reach the finals to get the prize pool. Even if you do well in semifinals, if you get a first place, second place, or third place in the semifinals, you will be getting some prize pool. You will be filling your pockets by doing well in semifinals as well. So that is going to be one thing. The distribution will be explained by Shadow.
Yes, about the prize pool per day. Day 1, the team will be getting 80,000 rupees, and day 2 is again 80,000. Day 3 is again 80,000. The per day prize pool is 80,000, and distribution of grand finale. If we talk about, the first place will be getting 50,000 INR, and second place will be getting 20,000 rupees, and third place will be getting 10,000 rupees, and the top fragger will be getting a Flipkart voucher worth rupees 5,000. I think that's a mega prize pool, Dinkar.
Yeah, it's a mega prize pool. We have a total of 6 lakh in prize pool. 1 lakh is going to go in semifinals, and rest of the 5 lakh is going to go in the finals, as you just saw the distribution. If you talk about the finals, the overall first place will get a 50,000 rupees in total, and 15,000 rupees in Flipkart voucher, as Flipkart is one of our shopping sponsors. Second place will get a prize of rupees 30,000, and on top of that, they are also going to couple it with a total of 10,000 rupees Flipkart voucher. Third place will get a 30,000 rupees prize pool, and they'll get a Flipkart voucher of rupees 5,000. If you talk about fourth and fifth place, they're also going to get something. It's not like we are only giving these things to the top 3. We are giving the prizes to semi-finalists, the finalists, the MVP. The fourth and fifth place are also not going to go empty-handed, as they will be rewarded with Flipkart vouchers in the end. Now, talking about the day, it's going to be, we are going to start with Erangel. It has been the standard approach whenever you go to any tournament. The first match is mostly Erangel. And if you talk about the game right now, it's going to be Group A versus Group B, and we have some good teams in Group B and Group B. If you talk about the teams, we have a total of 10 teams in Group A, and 10 teams in Group B as well. Names like 8-Bit, Blind, Hexagon Official, Raven Brigades, and then we have Titan Esports as well coming into the game. XPERT, we have all the teams in Group A. The teams will be just on your screen as of now. XFACTORS, Blind. I'm seeing a lot of Blind supporters in the chat as well, and there's Believe in Blind trending in the chat as of now. Let's see how far this team will go. I have a lot of expectations, specifically from X-Pain, the kind of the firepower that guy has, and rest of the teams. Shadow, what do you think about the other squads?
I think they are amazing. And if we again look at the other teams, that was Group A, and here we have got Group B matches as well. In Group B, we'll be playing 8-Bit and Titan Esports, Team Export, Furious 5, Team Blind, again Conception, Future Station, one of the most amazing teams. Hexagon Officials, Underdog team will perform really good. I'm hoping Hexagon will perform really well. And Optimum Esports and Raven Brigades. I think these are one of the amazing teams who are grinding day and night, and I think Skyesports is giving them a very good platform and opportunity to showcase their talent, and is giving them exposure which every underdog teams needs right now.
Yeah, every exposure, every team is needing an exposure right now, and whatever they are doing, they're trying their best to make a name for themselves. And if you look at the Group C, we also have some top dogs in Group C as well. LEGSTUMP, Kerala, Reckoning Esports, HEXAGON, F4K Karnataka, Fatal for Karnataka. Then we have AIM Gaming as well. Insane Home again coming into the play. They are also one of the teams in Group C that we are looking forward to. Then we have 4MD Exestera. Then we have Foking as well. ANTRIX also joining in at Group C. So Group C, I mean, if you talk about the distribution of the teams, I think it is uniformly distributed. The talent pool is completely distributed across all the. If you talk about across all the groups, we have some kind of firepower. We have some top dogs and some underdogs as well. So it is going to be very interesting if you talk about Group D.
Yes, definitely. And if we talk about the sponsors, then we have got our shopping partner as Flipkart, and our streaming partner is Loco. Guys, on Loco platform, I think the stream is going in every language. So you can join in Loco as well. You will find streams of every language over there on Loco. All the links are below in the description. So please go and check it out. And if we talk about official merchandise partner, then we have our merchandise partner as
Zoink is
Zoink.
our official merchandise partner, and if you talk about the storage partner, the gaming storage partner, we have Western Digital Black coming in as our official gaming storage partner. I mean, I was talking about how Flipkart was our shopping partner, and the prize pool, a part of prize pool is also coming in as Flipkart vouchers, as I already told you. HyperX coming in as the peripherals partner, and Monster coming in as the energy partner. So these are all our sponsors who have made it successful, who have made their way to this part. And talking about the schedule of day one, first of all, we will be having a Group A versus B Erangel game. Then we will have second game, which will be Miramar, and it will be Group A versus B as well. If you talk about the third game, it is going to be Erangel again for Group C and D. So we are merging the groups, which has been the standard approach in most of the games. And if you talk about the fourth match, is going to be Miramar between C and D as well. So we will have matches of all the groups today. It's going to start with A versus B, and we are going to end with C versus D in Miramar, starting with Erangel, ending with Miramar. One of the best approaches I've seen.
Yes, one of the best approaches. And guys, Zoink is going to give you guys a 40% discount if you're going to use Sky40 as the code over there. Just use the code Sky40 and you will get 40% discount on all the Zoink merchandise. So please go and shop with them. And as we are approaching towards, like Dinka said, it's going to be Erangel, Miramar, Erangel, and again Miramar. The standard approach, like everybody says. I'm excited for Miramar because I love the bolt action and the snipings and the DMRs. Dinka, what is your favorite map?
Yeah, if you talk about Miramar, yes, it does get a little trendy there. It does get a little hard there when you talk about the ridges and the stuff around that. But if you talk about my favorite map, I like Erangel very much. But just because it is our first map, whenever we are starting the game, it's our first map, and it has a mixture of ridges, compounds, grass, and it is kind of, it has a sight, a shadow of all the maps that we have seen. If you talk about Miramar, it is famous for its ridges, but Erangel also houses them. Then you talk about grass, then you talk about snake gameplay, trying to prone, and Sanhok is famous for that. But if you can get it in Erangel as well, so that's another thing to look at. So I think we are going to have a lot of action today, considering the amount of talent these teams are having, the amount of grind that they have done, the amount of hard work that they have done to reach here. It's the platform that you would want to show your talent at. It's the platform for if you're hardworking, you want the results, and these are the best platforms where you can redeem those results, where you can redeem those prizes, and you can add something to your CV. If you talk about your game CV, these kinds of things, if you win here, you can add them that yes, I was a champion in Skyesports Championship 2.0. So these are the things that can be added very easily to your resume as well.
There's a lot of things that are at stake here. Not just the money, like you said, there is an absolute chance of getting a recognition. You can obviously boost about it that you were the winner of Skyesports Championship 2.0, and not only that, the winners will get a chance to participate directly into the finale of Skyesports Grand Slam tournament as well, which is going to be the next upcoming tournament. I think that's a big opportunity, getting a direct entry into Grand Slam tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be the next big thing. If you ask me, it's going to be the next big thing, the Grand Slam 2.0, and yeah, they are going to get a direct invite, and it's kind of the best thing, specifically for the underdogs. If you talk about them, these underdogs are going to get a chance directly in those areas, because right now they have to play the quarterfinals. They have to do well if they want to make it to the semifinals. But if they actually win here, if they get a piece of that the prize pool, and if they get that positioning as well, they will be able to get a direct entry into the tournament, as you said, as an invited team. So that's going to be one thing that they are looking forward to. And our first match is going to start in a few seconds. That is going to be A versus B, and there are some big teams there, and actually all the teams, they have grinded well. If you talk about XPark, they are also one of those squads who have a lot on the line. They have grinded well. Just a few weeks ago, I guess the team was formed, and they are performing well. I have seen them perform in PMCO as well. So let's see if they will be able to redeem themselves today. Then we have MYM, TENET officials, XFACTORS, 100cc as well coming into play from Group A. These teams are specifically coming in from Group A. LIVECRAFT also, they have also grinded from a long time, so they will have a chance here to redeem themselves. Blind Curse, DROGONITEx also from Group A. But if you talk about Group B, 8-bit again, OPTIMUM eSports, these squads have done well in the past as well. Blind also coming into play. We have seen a lot of support coming in for Blind as well. Let's see if they will be able to make a name for themselves, if they will be able to step up today, if they will be able to live up to their name. So that's going to be one thing that I'm looking forward to.
Yes, definitely. Let's see if they will be able to live up to the expectations of their supporters and their fans. I think they are going to give their best. Every team over here is going to give their best because they know there is a lots of things that are stake here. And I just want to directly jump into the game because I know it's going to be so much energetic and so much fun game because, like you said, these teams are grinding from a very long time. Their gameplay is superb. If they talk about the gun power, they have got everything that is needed. So let's see. And like you said, it's in Erangel. Everybody is very familiar with this map. So I think in Erangel, it's going to be grasses. They can get the foliage, they can get the ridges, they can get the vehicles. Everything is over there. Even a water zone we can also see in Erangel as well. So I'm excited for this match very much, and I think our fans also, the supporters of the teams, are also very much excited in the chat. I can already see people spamming believe in blind in the chat.
Yeah, actually, people are coming in to support blind in good numbers. We have seen that happening in the past as well when we were actually hosting the other maps. And right now we are going to have the flight path on our screens, and we will be switching to that. And if you talk about the flight path, we are seeing a northern flight path right now. It is a horizontal flight path that will stop the teams from going to southern locations. This is what I was talking about. Actually, if you talk about these flight paths, if you have a horizontal flight path on the northern side, and the teams who wanted to go towards the southern side, they will have a lot of issues going to those areas. They'll have to take a lot of vehicles, and I guess this is going to spark up the game in the initial phases because you want to go to your preferred location. You don't want to do a change whenever you're going to a big tournament where you want to perform, where you have something to lose. You don't want to take any risk. You don't want to risk yourself. And if you see the teams right now, a lot of teams took the early drop just because they want to take those vehicles from the hospital, backside of hospital. Actually, if you talk about the southern side of hospital, there they are expecting some vehicles, maybe some compounds as well. The garage compound can be taken. Gatka will be a kind of hotly contested drop right now. I've seen 8-bit capturing that area. Let's see if they will be able to have that area again to their names. And if you talk about teams who wanted to go to military base, I guess XPark is going to be one of those squads who will aim military as of now. I'll have to see if the zone actually takes a complete hard shift towards the other side. If it actually takes a southern shift, we had a northern flight path to start with, so if we can have a southern circle, that will spark up the things a lot. Seveni kind of uncontested right now, 100cc having full control over Seveni. They will try to loot that area, and after that they will move out of here. We have a lot of cluttering in the Rozok ruins and Puching key area, which was kind of expected. Talking about the flight path, it was a horizontal flight path on the northern side, so this was kind of expected. Team XPark still trying to glide away, trying to get some vehicles, so we'll have to see where they will reach and which vehicles they will take to reach their preferred location.
Yes, they are definitely going to I can see they are gliding, and they are glide a little harder, and there is a vehicle. I can already see the vehicle. Let's see if Team Max Aditya will be able to spot that vehicle. And if we talk about the zone, the flight path was completely on the northern side. Like you said, it was favoring the northern side, but our zone is I think teams are going to be very happy about it because it's a centralized zone. It's shifted to main central island, and I think they are going to hold on to their position for a very long time. Their compounds, they are going to hold on, and as I can see, team number 19, Team Titans, is looting away in the West Georgia city.
Yeah, actually, the circle did take a centerish approach, and if you talk about the centerish approach, no team is that far away from the zone, and we are seeing a first fight in between TENET. I guess TENET was the guy who got that first initial knock to start with, so that was amazing. Coming into the first 3 minutes of the game, and you get a knock. That's the best start you can hope for. And if you talk about team number 19, they have got a hold of the Georgia city, and they're trying to loot this area. After that, they will start to move away from here. We have team XP Carl actually getting finished from one of the players, so that's some early kills coming into play. Team XP on the other hand, they have already lost out one of their players. The other players are also low on health, so I guess they just survived on minimal HP. That was a close approach. They would have just been finished. Max Out got that vehicle, but unfortunately hasn't been able to redeem that vehicle as of now. XP Hottie still trying to survive as of now, just because he is kind of surrounded by the players of Team 3, and they are not letting him go. One of the players from XP has already made his way to TRUERIPPERS, but I don't get this, why the other players are still in Milta. And if you talk about Milta, they are surrounded by all the teams, so I don't think that they are going to have an easy way out of this location, because it was a 1v3 fight. He will go down, and Hottie will get confirmed as well. So XP starting on a very hard note. If you talk about Arc Hunter, he is also surviving on minimal HP, and he's trying to survive here. He's trying to use the high ground advantage, but will he be able to do that, as Team 3 is housing good numbers right now? They have 4 guys standing. TENET looting those crates and trying to get some more loot as of now, but what will Hunter bring to the table? He's the only player standing here. here. His squad has got a disastrous start to the tournament. Will they be able to come back? That still remains a very big question in front of us.
Yes, definitely. If we talk about Team TENET, Team TENET has been one of those teams who always go for the aggro mode. They go for the aggressive fights, and I can already see some action is going on there. And like you said, Hunter, the last man standing from his team, it's on him, his responsibility to get as much position points as possible, because if I talk about the loot as well, I think he has got a level 1 vest and no helmet. He's not looking really good at all, and I think players can spot him out. He's at the rooftop, little rotations, and I think Team TENET can easily spot him out. And if we talk about the gun as well, I don't think he has got a very good loot to take this 1v4 fight. So let's see if Team 20 will take exit from here, or Team 20 will get a clutch, and a clutch 1v4 clutch from Team TENET.
I guess the best he can do right now, the best he could do right now was actually get a knock and confirmation, because there is no way he can get out of that location. TENET squad, again, one of those experienced squads, they have done well as well. And now coming into this game, they were 4 guys standing in this fight, and the opposition was just 1 guy standing, also in an unorthodox location. So whenever you are in these kinds of locations where it is very hard to get out from, so yes, you do get flushed, and it was one of the players from Team 20 getting eliminated as well. So I guess one of the players from Team 20 has made his way to Novoripnoy, so he will survive for the time being. But how far he will go, that still remains a very big question in front of us. I was talking about this guy Max Out, who actually got that vehicle, but he wasn't able to get his teammate onto that vehicle, and now he's the only player here. And if you talk about Team XPERT, they are one of those aggressive squads, and we have seen them play, and it's a game coming out of them only the first 5 minutes of the game, and they have got a knock to start with. Maybe the confirmation will be arriving in a little while as well, so we have to wait for that. But I'm looking forward to XP, how they will survive with only 1 player, as they have already got 3 of their players eliminated. It is going to be very hard for them to come back in this game, just because the talent pool that is in this game right now, the kind of players, the kind of firepower they have, the kind of rotations they have, it is going to be very hard for this guy to come back in the game. We'll have to go back to some other players, as we will be going to TRUERIPPERS squad, who just lost out on one of their players, and the other players are also low on health. And if you talk about their health, a lot of shots are being connected. StarGod specifically, he is on minimal HP right now. Team XPERT 420 OP has been spotted as well. StarGod going to trying to use that tree and the ridge, but 420 OP trying to give it back to him. Will 420 OP survive? No, actually he was in open, he has been spotted, and maybe it is the end for 420 OP as Destro comes in with a vehicle, uses it as a cover. But considering the angle that TRUERIPPERS is having right now, it is going to be very hard for them, because I guess StarGod will burst that vehicle right now, and after that it will be very hard for Team XPERT to get that revival done, and after that go away from that location, because the challenge is not the revival right now. The challenge is to go out from that location where they are stranded. It is going to be very hard for them.
Yes, most definitely. Team TRUERIPPERS have pinned down team number 1 as well, that is Team XO, and that's Evo coming with the knock. That was amazing. That might bring Team X in a little front foot, and as I can see, he's sneaking away in the open field area. They've got no cover, and TRUERIPPERS is trying to take down some people from the vehicle of Team X. Team X players are going to, I think they are going to retreat or fall back, and then very spray from TRUERIPPERS. Lucifer, but Lucifer will also get knocked out. He has been knocked out as well, and I think there is going to be some action, and casualty from both the sides is going to happen. And as I can already see, team number 15, Blind Psycho on the uphill over there. He might do third party on Team TRUERIPPERS StarGod as well.
Blind comes in as a third party. That was kind of unexpected, but if you talk about Blind, they have been one of those squads who love to take early fights, who love to rotate, who love to eliminate their opponents in the early game. But Team X also in a lot of trouble, as 2 of their players are knocked out. They need to get this revival done, but there is no way they can get out of this location without the use of smokes, without actually if they don't move in towards a better location. Maybe those 2 houses can provide them a little bit of cover, but considering the position of Blind, it is going to be very hard for them to actually get out of this location. They are isolated in the open area. They don't have any hard cover, only a vehicle or 2. And talking about Blind squad, they have some good firepower, and they have some good game awareness as well. So they will try to rotate completely on the other side of Team XPERT. They will try to get some more angles. Maybe 360-degree angles can get the job right now, as Team XPERT is stranded in completely open right now. They are in an open farm, and there is no way they can just get out of here without any vehicle. And 420 getting knocked out by Blind Nick. So this is what I was talking about. They will create those angles. They will use those angles. They will put those angles to good use, and I guess they are going to make a quick work of Team X, until and unless we might see a knock or 2. If 2 knocks comes in from Team X, if they can get those 2 knocks, maybe they can buy some time and they can reach those high grounds and maybe a hard cover as well.
But just now, like for Team X, we saw a very good coordinated attack on Team TRUERIPPERS. I think we might get a replica of again that, but I can already see blind people are rushing towards Team X, and they've got compound cover as well. Like you said, they are in the open field area, no hard cover over there. A good rotation and a good flank from Team Blind might get the job done, but I think they are trying to retreat over there. 420 OP is still at a very low HP, and that's a red dot spray from Blind Nick, which is not giving much damage to Team X people, and they are still behind that vehicle. And here comes one more knock. He takes down Team X. Destro Blind Nick takes him down, and I think he might want to confirm his kill over there. Team X is looking in a big trouble right now. I don't think they are in a good situation, to be honest.
Yeah, Team X Park in a very troublesome situation. This is what I was talking about. It's going to be very hard for them to get out of this location. 420 PO also goes down. So I guess this might be the end of Team X, as they were fighting with TRUERIPPERS. They didn't expect a third party coming in from the other side, and these unexpected things, you know, it can happen with anyone, and it can take you down. Blind Psycho goes down. It will be Team X Destro coming in as a player who can stand up to the approach, who can stand up to the occasion, and it's going to be one of the players from Blind finally getting knocked out. So I guess Team X finally is ready for the fight, as Blind is trying to rush in. They are trying to make good use of those knocks that they have taken, but now they will have to commit to that revival as well, and I guess that revival is going to waste a little bit of time. Blind Nevinopi also committing in open right now, but Blind Williams coming in from the other squad. Williams will get that knock. Evo will also go down, and this might be the start of the end of Team X, as Aditya comes in with a beautiful grenade, knocks on Nevin as well, and now Blind squad is also down to 2 guys. So maybe times are changing. Maybe the table is going to turn here.
Yes, most definitely. I can already see the tables turning, and Team X is having a very good coordinated attack on Team TRUERIPPERS, and now I can see them taking down Team Blind players as well. 2 players, like you said, are already on the knees, and I think 1 player has been revived. And Williams, very nice flank from him coming towards him, and I think he can easily take down and get the job done, and he can easily finish off Team X players. There are only 2 players, and a very nice flank, and get the job done. And I think Team X is going to get eliminated because the last player is barely at the 10 HP. Let's see if Blind will be able to get these knocks into kills, and I think they can do it. And yes, Team X, I think, is going to get eliminated. Very nice flank from Blind Williams, but I can see Team 5 Mayhem also rotating nearby to Team Blind as well. Let's see if Team Mayhem decides to take this fight, and Blind Williams gets knocked out by Mayhem Man, and they are going to take this fight. Now Blind is looking in a bit trouble right now.
Yeah, this is the same thing that happened with X-Park as well. As they were trying to finish off TRUERIPPERS, they actually put themselves in a very isolated location, and this is the same thing happening with Blind as well. As they got those knocks and confirmations, as they won that fight, now they are in a very troublesome situation as well. But MYM, Mayhem Squad, not making the same mistake. As they got that knock, now they are trying to move towards the high ground. They are trying to put that high ground to good use, so that's one good thing coming in from that squad as well. RVB Black on the other hand gets another confirmation. Williams will get confirmed, but Blind not committing to this fight in open. They are trying to rotate it completely. They are trying to cancel out that advantage that Team MYM had. They know, as an experienced squad, they know that Team MYM, they will also rotate on the top hill, so they can cancel out that by moving on from the left hand side. So they have done that. 2 of the players have already arrived at the scene. The other player will be also arriving, but MYM TENET, they have already got that 1 kill to start with. They have already eliminated one of the players from Team Blind, so I guess they are in a better situation right now, but we'll have to wait for the fight to actually start, because it is a cold war happening right now between MYM and Blind. They know where the players are. They have also started to rotate completely. They have got that first knock and confirmation, but will MYM commit to this fight? They were rotating. They saw Blind in open. They tried to take the advantage. They had that advantage, but will they be committing to that fight? That still remains the question. But now we move on to the Mount Everest. We have a total of 2 squads here. Team 14 in a very good situation. Maybe that spray can get the job done, as Titans is trying to move up the hill. He also makes his way, and actually the cover fire came in at the right time, or else that player from Team 14 would actually have got that knock. Optimum Genocide, it was, who are fighting it out with Titans. Rexy going for that spray, and yes, his teammate will come at the right location at the right time. It's going to be Fraggy who will get that knock. One of the players from Optimum Genocide, he's having that high ground advantage, but he hasn't been able to use that till now. If he would have actually used that well, and if he would have provided some good cover, that would have been better, as one of the players from MYM TENET has also been knocked out. The player at the high ground has been knocked out as well. Titan again playing like Titans right now, as they are flushed. The 2 of the players from Optimum Genocide survives as the only player. He has been spotted as well. M16 single taps coming into play. Unfortunately, no damage done, but now they are trying to blow up that vehicle, trying to blow up the tires, so that the mobility will be cancelled, and then that player won't be able to fall back. So very good strategy coming in from the players of Titans as well.
Yes, very good strategy. And one thing that Team 14, that Optimum team, lacked over here is they were very spread out. Though all the 4 players are very spread out, and as we can see, Team 19 players, Team Titans players, they are sticking around. They are giving backup to each other. Everybody, just look at the formation of Team 19. Team Optimum had it in them. Like it was kind of predicted. Single player is there, so he'll be get easily knocked out, and that is exactly what Team 19 is trying to do. They're trying to pick off single players. Team 14 was very spread out, and Team number 19, Team Titans, is taking advantage of that. Critic, the last man standing from his team, is trying to take that knock, but that grenade from Rexy will get the job done, and Team Optimum will also get eliminated, and Team 19 has already secured 4 kills in their favor. I think that was a very nice move from Team number 19. A very good fight, but Team Optimum was very much spread out, because of which they got eliminated so early in the fight.
So yeah, Titans actually coming out on top in this fight. They used their numbers well. If you talk about the fight, it was actually a very balanced fight in the starting, but Titans used their numbers well. They were very strategic if you talk about that, and after that it was very easy for them to get those knocks, confirmations coming into play, and they actually won it by good strategy. If you talk about their numbers, one of the player was knocked out in the initial phases, but they came back very strongly. Talking about the circle right now, again we saw a centerish circle in the starting only, and it has actually continued to go with the trend. 8-bit not taking any initial fights. They are also in a very good position right now. Team 2 coming in from the eastern side. If you talk about Team 3, TENET squad also, they got some initial kills. If I'm not wrong, I'll have to check that. TENET also got those 2 kills to start with, and now Team 700cc, these guys are very powerful. I have seen them play, and they can actually take down any fight. If it's a 4v4 fight, these guys have the potential to clutch any team, and now they have Blind in front of them. Let's see if the other team Blind will be able to clutch this fight. This is a 4v4 fight to start with, Team 8 versus Team 7, and yeah, what a beautiful grenade coming in from Apex, gets a hold of Maddie Whitey as the grenade was well cooked, and now they are trying to take the advantage of that as they have already got a knock. The second player is also on very low HP. He's trying to survive as of now. Some spray and grenades coming in from Baba. He will throw in that grenade, but unfortunately that grenade will go in vain as another player goes down from Team 700cc down to 2 guys, but Team 8 is not stopping. They are trying to rush in, and it's time that we say goodbye to Team 100cc. One of the players, 2v1 fight coming into play. Baba will go down as well. 100cc down to Zain. Zain surviving the only player. He has been spotted as well, and that will be a very quick work of 100cc. This was not expected, but that initial knock, that can create a lot of pressure on you. As soon as you get knocked out, you will go for that revival. Your other player will also feel that pressure of the revival, and your 2 of the players won't be able to fight, and then you're down to 2 guys all of a sudden from 4 guys standing, and that pressure, it's very hard to handle, and we saw that happening. A team like 100cc getting thrashed, getting eliminated in no time. That was kind of unexpected for me.
Yes, that was very unexpected from me as well. But like you said, the first knock that Apex had from that grenade, I think that pretty much put too much pressure on 100cc, and they couldn't work around in that pressure. And like I can see, team number 16, that is Team Hexa, is also going to try and do some similar thing. They are using frags over here, but I don't think these grenades are going to connect over here. Let's see, Hex Alpha will be able to take down one player from Team Obey, and I think Team Obey, one player was already down. I think he has gotten the revival. He has been revived. So let's see, it's again a 4v4 fight or a 3v4 fight. I want to see that as well. So let's see, Team Atom, Obey Atom is also trying to get some knocks using the frags. I already see teams using utilities way too much, because obviously no plus wants to directly rush in. They are trying to use utilities as much as possible, and I think I can already see Team Obey and Team Hexagon. Both the teams are kind of underdog teams, and I think it's going to be an interesting fight. Just look at the smoke cover. They have completely blocked the enemy's viewpoint over here.
Yeah, it's a 4v3 fight to start with. If you talk about Team Obey, they are down to 3 guys from the starting only. One of the players was flushed very early into the game, and now if you talk about Team 16, there are still 4 guys standing. One of the players, Kingmaker, flanking completely from the other side. I guess he has the information that all the 3 players are kind of separated, and they are actually surrounding that area of the 3-story. And one of the players from Team 16 knew that, Hex Kingmaker, but he has been spotted by one of the players from Team 4. So I guess that flank is not going to be that effective, considering that Hex Kingmaker has been spotted. But I guess now Team 4 will be very cautious of the fights they are taking, of the angles they are making, because if they get exposed right now, if one of the player gets knocked out, it will be very hard for them to come back, because there are only 3 players standing. I was talking about Kingmaker taking that flank, and unfortunately he was spotted. So that's why Obey squad moved away from that location. They are not exposing themselves. They are not giving any opportunity to other squad. But I can see LIVECRAFT in the same frame as well. So LIVECRAFT can join this fight in the later phase of the game. Hex Kingmaker trying to take some shots. Let's see if those shots will connect or not. LIVECRAFT also is outside the circle, and the fourth circle will start to close in. So I guess a third party might be available in a little while, as one more player from Team 16 has started to flank. It's going to be Alpha, I guess, who has completely flanked from the right hand side, and now Team Hex is only down to 2 guys at this compound. So maybe if 3 of the players from Team 4 can actually flank in at the same time, that will be very hard for Team X to counter. But I guess teams are pretty, prioritizing the zone right now. They are going for the completely. They're trying to commit to the zone. They're not committing to this fight outside the circle, because the circle will be acting as a third party here. X Kingmaker trying to take some shots, but unfortunately won't be able to do any damage as of now, as we have 8-bit trying to take some fights with some other squads, as 8-bit has already knocked out one of the players. 8-bit was very cold in the initial phases, but now they have started to come in. They have started to take some fights that are kind of necessary right now.
8-bit, if you talk about 8-bit, I think they have improved their gameplay very too much. And if you look at the recent tournaments that have been happening in the PUBG Mobile, I think they are dominating in every tournament over there. So I think 8-bit is looking really good. They can take an aggro mode. They can play aggressively right now. And I can see the kill feed. 8-bit Omega is taking down Team King TENET. The one player has been finished from Team TENET as well. And 8-bit is again getting some kills over there. So I think 8-bit will look good. I'm expecting a super performance from Team 8-bit as well. And if you talk about Hex, they had a good start over there. They had a good start. They took the initial kill from Team Obey. They had them pinned down, but they decided to prioritize the zone, I think, which was a smart move. And I can see Team Blind as well. They might get third-partied over here. They might third-party 8-bit, because 8-bit, just look at the team formation. One player is very much spread out over there. So there is a chance of getting a third party from Team Blind as well. And they are just at the edge zone. There's a possibility of a gatekeeping as well.
Yeah, 8-bit trying to play on the potato hill right now, on the eastern edge of the circle, which is kind of outside the circle. So maybe they will be committing to the ridge as of now. But one of the players from Team 4 has been spotted, as 8-bit was trying to take those shots, and now they're down to 2 guys. All of a sudden, Obey coming into play from the eastern edge of the circle as well, and now they have knocked out 2 of the players from 8-bit. Obey, and we on the other hand gets a knock on Akshu OP. Akshat will get a confirmation on Deadpool. Obey squad will get flushed, but will 8-bit squad be able to get that revival done? Because if you talk about 8-bit, they were outside the zone, and now since 2 of their players have been knocked out outside the circle, and this is already the 4th zone that has closed in. 5th circle has already formed, so it is going to be very hard for them to get that revival done. Maybe they can get a revival done, maybe they can get 1 revival done, that will be enough, but unfortunately they won't be able to get any, as Neonike gets confirmed by the play zone. And now we are down to 14 squads and 43 players. 8-bit, 5 kills to the name, but is it enough? That's the bigger question right now, because they need a lot of ranking points as well if they want to make it big in the first game.
Yes, they definitely need the ranking points and the kill points as well. And if we talk about them, they are only left to 2-man squad. They have to play as a 2-man squad. And I can already see Future Station as well using some grenades and taking some kills. And let's see team number 17. One player is already down. The last man standing. RBB Fox OP will take down one player from Team TENET. But no, he will get eliminated and he will be finished by Team TENET. Team TENET, like I said, is always on aggro mode. They also have got 5 kills. And if you just look at Team TENET and Team 8-bit, they are both down to 2 men. They have both got 5 kills. So let's see which team they are competing. If you talk about them, they are competing neck to neck right now. And let's see Team TENET. I can already see team number 15 very in close vicinity to them. So there's a possibility of getting a third parties, because they are holding the potato hill or nearby the poaching. And I can see Team Conception Snipe is flanking, and he might backstab Team TENET plus. We'll have to see at his position as well.
Yeah, K9 8K coming in with that confirmation as well for his squad, as we are down to 13 squads. Potato Hill again up for grabs, as F5 squad has already got a compound to their name. They have got full control over it. And if you talk about TENET squad, they are still outside the circle. They'll have to use their vehicles well. But on the western side, I can already see team 15, which is going to be Blind, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Blind is already present at that location. Now TENET squad directly slamming onto them. And I guess if I can see some good grenades coming in from Blind, they can get the job done here. Some shots coming in on Cyrus. He has been shot at, but he's not he's trying to give it back to the opponents. But this is what I was talking about. Psycho coming in with a beautiful grenade, gets a knock on TENET, and one of the players from Blind, it is going to be the other Blind, Apex from team 8 Blind. He also got a confirmation. Some more grenades coming in from Psycho. He has already connected one. He will be connecting the other as well, and we'll get that confirmation very easily, as Aku survives as the only player. Let's see how far he will go as he goes in a 1v1 fight against Nick, and Nick will get that confirmation quite easily without getting knocked out. And it will be team Blind coming up with 7 kills, 3 players standing, and they have already made it to top 9, and they're not that far away from the circle. There's no one gatekeeping for them, so I guess this is an opportunity for them to come back very strongly to maybe get a chicken dinner. That will be very good for them.
They are coming back very strongly right now. As of now, they've got, like you said, 7 kills, but I see Team Mayhem very close vicinity to them. Let's see if Team Mayhem decides to pitch in and take that fight. And if you talk about Rogue Nation, 2 plus are already down. Rage is trying to get some smoke cover, but no, his teammate will be finished off by LIVECRAFT. LIVECRAFT is going to put some pressure on Rogue Nation people. They have already been pinned down, and perfect grenade coming out again from Dexter, and Rage goes down. Rage has been already knocked out. Last player standing, that is Bhuvi. Let's see if Bhuvi will be able to do something over here, because I see LIVECRAFT, all the 3 players pushing in, and Mavi takes one down. He's knocked down Star, but no, he will be finished off. And with this, team number 9, that is Rogue Nation team, will get eliminated at the 9th position. And LIVECRAFT is looking good with 4 kills. They have lost 1 player, Vamp, but I think Star will get an easy revival as well over here.
Yeah, LiveCraft, considering that they were fighting with 2 squads at the same time, they have eliminated RN completely. They got a knock on Blind as well, but they survived. But what is happening here? Nick has been confirmed, Psycho has been confirmed as well. Some beautiful grenades coming in from MYM as well. And now PCs are being picked up from Blind, as well as I guess they are down to 1 or 2 guys, or they have been completely eliminated. I have to see that. And if you talk about Blind, actually, it's going to be very hard for them, as they have been eliminated completely by those beautiful grenades. So let's talk about the other Blind. That is team 8. They are still 4 guys standing. LiveCraft down to 1 guy who's going to be Star, and 8-bit again 2 players standing. They have done well to survive till this time. Future Station also 3 guys standing, but 0 kills to the name. So Future Station will need to get a lot of ranking points if they want to compete with the other squads who have got a lot of kill points to start with. It's going to be very hard for Team Future Station to actually compensate for those kill points. So they'll have to get some good ranking points here. Talking about the other Blind, team 8, they also have to get a lot of job done, as they are down to 4 players. They are 4 players standing from the starting. Blind Cursed, again, they have got 8 kills to start with. They are looking very strong here, and if they can couple this with a good chicken dinner, they will be getting a lot of kills in the later phase of the game as well. So that will be very good for them, as Future Station now finally starts to engage in these fights. They have shown some good rotations to make it to top 6. Some grenades coming in. We have seen a very good use of utilities. Those vehicle explosion, those grenades, putting them to good use. It's an art, and these players are Picasso of that.
And with that, FS Samraj will take down 8-bit Akshat. FS Puka will get knocked out from Hex alone. Samraj will finish off 8-bit Akshat. Now 8-bit Omega is the last man standing from his team. Let's see, Samraj is a very beautiful kill he has got from team 8-bit. But I can see LiveCraft Star sneaking around just in front of him. I think here Samraj will be able to spot him down and will take him down. And yes, LiveCraft Star has been finished off, and Samraj spotted him. But now Samraj is in a bit of trouble, because Zone is giving him a lot of trouble, and he'll get eliminated by Play Zone. Getting eliminated by Play Zone is one of the worst things that a player that can happen to any player, because nobody wants that. Nobody wants to go down without a fight, but hard luck. And Team Blind is looking really good right now with a total of 8 kills and 0 casualty from their side. FS Hatri will take down 8-bit Omega. This is a heavy fragging game. I can already see that. This is a heavy fragging game. With a grenade, 8-bit Omega has also been finished off, and now we are left with 2 teams. That is team number 18 and Team Blind.
So it's going to be Blind Cursed versus F5 as of now. Some beautiful grenades being used, and actually, if you talk about that player, he prioritized the kill on top of the ranking point. I guess it was the right thing to do. He got that kill as well, and he took his team 1 step above in the ranking points as well. And now we are down to 4v4 fight. This is the best ending that we can see in any game. No numbers advantage to any squad. The equation is balanced from both sides. Blind can actually go in. F5 also coming in from the backside. The zone has already started to close in. The zone is actually first closing in from Blind Cursed side, so they'll have to move in. If you talk about team 18, they have some nice little angles, they have some good rocks, and on top of that, they also have some good ridges, and K98K coming in with that knock. And another player from Blind has been knocked out as well, down to 2 guys, and it is going to be very hard for them to survive, as the Blind Uni goes for that molly. Unfortunately, won't be able to connect, but the play zone will be giving him a lot of damage, and it will be team F5 getting that chicken dinner quite comfortably with a total of 9 kills. So it was a 9-kill chicken dinner coming in for the F5 boys.
Yes, that was a beautiful chicken dinner from Team F5 boys. In the last, they played very well. They took I can say, initially it was a slow passive fight over there. So initially, they just focused on getting the maximum position points, and in the end, they already got the kill points as well in their name, and the chicken dinner as well. But Team Blind literally played very nice. I could see making use of frags over there, and the way they were rushing into the squads, the way they took down 100cc team, making use of, again, grenades. I think Team Blind did an amazing job over there, and I can expect a very nice performance in the next match, Miramar, as well from them.
Yeah, Blind Cursed coming in with 8 kills at second position. So that was a good ending from them as well. In the starting, they were very aggressive. Talking about F5, they were kind of passive in the starting, but in the later phase of the game, they did really well to compensate for that. And they actually, prioritized the zone. They prioritized the good openings. They actually went for good positions inside the circle, and that actually paid dividends for them in the later phase of the game. And if we talk about them right now, they have got a total of I guess 9 kills chicken enough for them. Blind was coming in at second position with a total of 8 kills, so that was very good for them. And specifically talking about 8-bit, at one point they were in a very tough spot when there was one squad. Obey squad actually was coming in from the western side of the zone, so it was kind of hard for them to actually make their way into the circle. But the Obey squad actually did a lot of damage to them before going down, because it was also standard outside the circle. So it was Obey who took those 2 knocks outside the zone. It was fourth zone closing in, so actually it was going to do a lot of damage. And 8-bit lost out on 2 of their players. And I guess at that moment of time, 11 to 12 teams were still surviving. So those 2 players from Team 8-bit actually, I guess Neonike was confirmed, and one more player, I guess it was Akshat who was confirmed, if I'm not wrong. And then it was up to Omega and Akshu OP till the final phase of the circle. They actually prone down. They showed some good rotation. They didn't take any risks and any unnecessary risks, I would say, just because they got some kills in the later phase of the game as well. And at the end, they showed their potential. They eliminated a lot of squads. They ended up at third position with a total of 6 kills, I guess. So that was very good coming in from them and the other squads as well. Talking about the initial fights that was happening between, we had TRUERIPPERS, we had Blind squad as well, engaging in early fights, getting eliminated in initial phases. So that was other thing. And now the next match will be Miramar. This match had a lot of action, and I have a lot of expectations from the next game as well.
Yes, and if you talk about 8-bit, like you were saying, I think they kind of had a balanced fight. They prioritized the position points and the kill points also. They're not lacking behind in the kill points. Like you said, they've got 6 kills, which is not, there isn't much difference between Blind has got 8 kills. There's a difference of 2 kill points. And at the position points also, they're at the third position. I think they are looking good right now.
Yeah, they're looking very good considering how well they did, considering. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining again.
अभी नहीं, अभी है टाइम. ये टाइमर देखो. टाइमर देखो. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our match number 2 of day 1 of the quarterfinals. Last match was amazing, a full action-packed game, and now the next match is going to be in Miramar. We'll be having Miramar, and as you can see, our shopping partners is here Flipkart, and we have got our streaming partner Loco, and official merchandise partner is Zoink. And if you want to buy Zoink merchandise, just you have to get enter this code, that is Sky40, and you'll get an instant discount of 40% discount. So that go and grab the merchandise.
You can grab the merchandise from the website itself, and you can also get extra 40% off by using Sky40. So it's kind of the best thing you can buy right now. If you talk about the Zoink website, you go on it and you'll have a lot of gaming merchandise. You'll have some PUBG t-shirts as well to buy, and you can apply the code to get extra 40% off on the price that is mentioned on the website. Talking about our gaming storage partner, it's going to be Western Digital Black, who is our gaming storage partner, and then moving on to our peripherals partner, it's going to be HyperX. And whenever we are watching any streamer or any big YouTuber, they are all using
They are all using HyperX because after all, we all are gamers. We all are gamers. So HyperX is our peripheral device partner. And if we talk about the energy, like we saw in the last match, all the teams full of energy, like the team Blind, team 8-bit, full of energy. And our energy partner is Monster Energy. So we have got some amazing sponsors over here and some amazing teams as well, showing beautiful games and beautiful grenades game, if I can say that, because last match was full of frags. I could see every team making perfect use of those frag grenades. What do you have to say, Dinkar, about that?
It was amazing to see these squads, using those utilities so well, and those grenades came in at the right time, at the right location as well. So it was kind of good for them, as well as you talk about the grenades. Whenever you are going into any fight, and if you go in a 1v1 fight, your helmets, your weights will be damaged. So if you don't want to take that risk, you'll have to if you are going in any fight and you don't want to risk yourself, because when you are going into the later phase of the game, you'll have to take some more fights, so you can just throw in those grenades at the good locations, and you also have to cook it to perfection so that you don't allow the other guy, you don't allow the other person from falling back. So that was some good strategy coming in from those players, and they did use those grenades very well, as you were saying.
Yes, they did use those grenades very well, and I think in Miramar as well, we can see the same thing happening over here as well. But if we talk about Miramar, Miramar is main about the ridges, and if we can say ki mostly teams over here prefer using DMRs or bolt action, and there's amazing AWM shots over here. So I'm excited to see those bolt action shots because I love bolt action, although I really bad at the sniping. And our match standings are already here. So Dinkar, match standings are already on our screens right now.
Match standings coming in, and we are using the new points table as it was mentioned in the rules as well, because the new points table has arrived, and a lot of tournaments are actually trying to use those as a base right now. Team 2 is at for coming in on top with a total of 24 kills. So yes, they took those 15 position points coming in with the chicken dinner, and they also took those 9 kill points, and couple it if you couple them both, you'll get a total of 24 points. So that was a good start for them. Going into the second game, you'll have some less pressure as compared to the other squads. Blind also not far behind, as they are on 20 points right now, not that far behind. They will have some job to do in the next game as well, but we'll have to see how far they'll go, considering the positioning right now as that second position. They are only 4 points behind the first squad. So I guess if they can get a good Miramar game and above average Miramar game, and they can go on to the top. Third position goes to 8-bit this time. 6 kill points again coming in, a massive game for them, coming in at third position again. Very consistent, as you were talking about how they have performed in the initial phase of the game as well, in the last games that we saw, and now in this game as well they have done well. And the bottom teams, I was talking about how TRUERIPPERS and XPARTS, Team Expert also, XP squad getting eliminated very early into the game, and they engaged in very early fights, and that have landed them in trouble in the first game. But if they can get a good second game, they might just go in the first chart of the points table.
Yes, most definitely. They still have got one more match, Miramar. They can definitely cover it up. Any team can, points table can change drastically in just one match. But if too easy 4 and blind, like you said, there isn't much difference. There's a difference of just 4 points. And 8-bit is also, just look at blind and 8-bit, the points difference is also again a 4 points. And too easy 4 is not only leading in the position points, they didn't only just get the winner chicken dinner, they're also leading in the kill points as well. And if we talk about the other teams that like Optimum Esports, Team Export, TRUERIPPERS, they might got have an early exit like 100cc as well, but they still got one more match. Miramar, they can cover it up, and I know 100cc performs really well in Miramar.
Is still in, and maybe see.
And I like to know
Yeah, we have
100cc.
seen 100cc perform in the.
Okay, there's some technical glitch. I'll continue. Like we know, 100cc performs really well in the Miramar map, and Miramar is over there. But the main thing that happens in Miramar is the team rotations. Teams are spread out, like we saw in the last match as well. Teams were a little spread out. So if the same thing happens over here, Dinkar, in Miramar as well, it will be very easy for the opponent or the enemy team to take them down, because it's Miramar. It's an open field area. We all know that the vehicles can easily get sprayed down. The players can get easily sprayed down. So you need to hold on to ridges. You always need to have a backup in a match like Miramar. So I think teams will have to work on that as well. And already our match is about to start in a few seconds. And like I said, Miramar 2EZ4 was already leading. I'm excited to see the performance of Team 2EZ4, Team Blind, and Team 8-bit as well, because they're already leading. A good lead in this match will definitely help them qualify to the next round if they perform really well. Even manage to get some good position points as well, then also they can easily get qualified for the next round as well. And if we talk about LIVECRAFT as well, LIVECRAFT is at the 4th position with a total of 16 points. So they might also get the lead over here if they get some good position position points or good kill points, they can beat 8-bit or blind cursed team as well. So I want to see which team performs how very well in this match of Miramar, because it's going to be an action-packed game. It's going to be full action-packed game.
All right, guys, I'm back finally. I had some issues with the electricity. Finally, it's all fixed. And talking about Miramar, yes, it is going to be an action-packed game, as Shadow said. Let's see how far teams will go in this one, because we saw some consistent teams again, giving a consistent performance, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to come up and going on the top of points table. We had those top 3 squads in the range of 15 to 25 points. So I guess the difference is not much. If you talk about the bottom teams, even if they have not got any big numbers down in the points table, they can get a good game here. They can come out on top. And now we will be moving on to our next game, which is going to be Miramar. The flight path is arriving on our screens, and again it is again a horizontal flight path. This in the last game it was on the northern side, and this time it is on the southern side. Talking about the demise of TRUERIPPERS and XPERT, one of the main reasons for that was this kind of flight path, because they had to do a lot of work just because they wanted to go to their preferred location, which shouldn't be the case in my opinion. If you teams should be allowed to go to their preferred location, because then they can fight at their full potential. But again, PUBG is a dynamic game. Anything can change at any point of time. So yes, the plans did change, and these are big squads. These are top dogs, if you call them. So they have the potential to do well. They have the potential to actually adapt to the changes. So I'll be looking forward to teams who should be waiting to go to, who would be waiting to go to La Cobreria, Tormuda, Campo Milcar. These locations which are at completely northern side. The flight path is not supporting that area. So it will be very interesting to see how these squads can adapt to the change and how they can make their way to those extreme locations.
Yes, definitely. PUBG is all about making changes, because you have to be a little flexible. If you're shot down to one player, if your plane path is not favoring your drop location, you have to make changes in your strategies and your gameplay according to that, because every time the plane path can't favor you, and like when you can already see it's favoring little towards the southern side over here. And last match also, Dinka, we saw in Erangel also the plane path was favoring the northern side, but the zone was kind of centrish zone. But over here I can already see the zone is favoring a little southeastern side, so teams will have to work around a little and give priority to the zone, because Miramar 8x8 map, here you can't afford to stay out of the zone. And I can already see Team X looting away in Chomacera, and team number 2 is in very close vicinity to them, so we might be able to see again an early fight from Team X.
Yeah, again, Team X might just go into an early fight, and Team 1, which is going to be Team X, again, coming in with 4 players, they have to do a lot of job. They have to do a lot of job in this game, just because if you talk about the last game, they were eliminated very early just because of that early fight. So they want to come out on top in this one, and they want to make a name for themselves. It's going to be Miramar, one of the most strategic map, and the teams will have to adapt to the changes. And I was talking about that in the initial phase as well. And again, they have landed themselves into an early fight, and it is going to be blind taking a fight with 100cc as well. 100cc was one of those squads as well who weren't able to do well in the last game, and this time they are being picked up by Team 8, which is going to be Blind Curse. And let's see if Blind Curse will be able to finish off 100cc again in the same fashion.
Dinkar, if 100cc over here gets eliminated or gets an early exit, they might not be able to make it to the next round. They might not qualify, because they are fighting with Team Blind, who is already leading with a very high points over here. And 100cc, like you said, wasn't performing that well in the last match. But Team F, winner chicken dinner team, 3 players are down, 2 players are down. Piyush has been finished, and K98 by Team Mayhem. Team F5 is also not looking really good right now. They are down to 2 players right now.
Yeah, they are down to 2 players, and 100cc still trying to survive as of now, trying to make the best out of this position. Blind, on the other hand, they have sent their numbers down south, down east as well, so they are trying to use their numbers well. They are trying to take this list just because they had a very good last game, so they can afford to take risks as of now. MYM, on the other hand, in a very close proximity to Team 18 Lost Runners, again one of those spots which is kind of highly contested, hotly contested, and we have seen fighting for this location. And again, we are seeing a total of of 3 to 4 squads here, and the circle has moved away from here, so the fights won't be delayed because these teams don't like to fight outside of the blue zone. So blue zone acts as a third party in these kinds of fights. And again, we were talking about team 8 and team 7 locking horns with each other, 100cc and team blind curse. Both of the squads are trying to use those utilities in the initial phase of the game. They're trying to pop in some smokes and grenades here and there, but no damage has been done as of now. MYMB TENET also going for those random shots, unfortunately won't be able to connect as of now. 8-bit also trying to come in the same frame. So we have a 3 to 4 way fight here. We might have a 4-way fight here, and these teams might just even if they are able to get out of this location, they will still be losing out on a few players. Maybe 1 or 2 players will be knocked and confirmed, just because the number of teams that are here, you won't have complete information on all the squads. So that is going to be one thing to look forward to.
And Team X Aditya is already getting some knocks in his favor. I think Team X will again. Team X might perform good in this match because they have to. They have no other option. Otherwise, they might not be able to qualify for the next round. And 8-bit Akshat is trying to gain some height over here. He's going to hold some tower and gain some height and look around the teams. And LIVECRAFT Star is already down. Team X Aditya has knocked him down. Let's see if Dexter or Zed will be able to revive him up, because for Dexter, if he goes towards Star, he'll have to cross that open field area, and Aditya is already aiming for that. And I can already see 420 OP going to hold that opposite mountain, opposite Everest Hill over there, and he will also get a very good angle to take down one more LIVECRAFT player from there.
This is the kind of strategy you would expect from a team of caliber of Team X. As soon as they got that knock, they knew that one of the players might be taking that risk to rotate from the back side. So says they sent 420 OP completely on the opposite side. And now if you talk about Team X 420 OP, he has got a very nice angle to his name, and now he's trying to sandwich Team 2 here. Texture is on the left hand side, maybe able to get if he's able to get a knock on 420 OP, that will be very good for his squad, because I don't think Team X is having more vehicles, and if 420 OP gets knocked out here, he will be completely isolated from his squad, and that can actually land them in a lot of trouble. LIVECRAFT, on the other hand, they're completely isolated as they have been surrounded completely by the players of Team X Spark. LIVECRAFT Zad, I guess it was, who spotted Team X 420 OP, got a knock on him as well. On the other hand, we have Team RVB knocking and confirming blind Williams as well. Williams was the the first guy to get confirmed in the last game as well, but he survived for a longer time than this one. But unfortunately, he just got confirmed again. So blind squad again down to 3 guys. Will they be able to repeat the glory that they had in the last game? That is going to be a very big question in front of us. Let's see if they will be able to repeat it, or if they will be able to come back in this one strongly.
And Blind Nick also getting that knock. Blind Nick has also been knocked out, and I think Blind Nick OP counter knocks RBB Ace Black and finishes off. And I think there's an interesting fight going on between Team Blind as well. But if we talk about Team X Destro has been knocked out by Team LIVECRAFT. If you look at the formation of Team X, they've got a very good formation, and if Vamp goes in open, 420 OP delayed in the shots, he could have easily taken down Vamp, but right now Vamp is in cover, so he won't be able to give much damage to him. But still, I think Team X has a very good formation over here. A strategic move, a very precise coordinated charge in towards Team LIVECRAFT. I think Team X will get an advantage over here.
LIVECRAFT down to 3 guys, and Star was confirmed very early into the game. And now if you look at it, this is a mini 2v2 fight that is going to happen. Evo and Destro have committed to the fight. Aditya also coming in, giving away his the high ground advantage, and now he has also rushed into the compartments of LIVECRAFT. It's going to be a 3v3 fight as of now, with 420 OP joining from the back. And let's see if LIVECRAFT will be able to use their numbers well, as grenades are coming into their compartments. It will be very hard for them to come back, as Vamp might be spotted as well. One of the players from Team X is still on the high ground, just because they have 4 guys standing, so they can put those numbers to good use. Blind, on the other hand, engaging in another fight, as Blind is down to 2 guys. They are still not falling back. Evo, on the other hand, gets a knock on Vamp, will get that information as well, as Team X has started to rush in. Team X also down to 1 guy, and Aditya will get knocked out as well, and 420 OP will survive as the only player, but that player is too far away from the location. Team X is starting to crawl towards him. They are starting to go into that cover, but unfortunately they are not able to do so, and Team X again going down very early into the game.
Yes, Team X is again looks like they are going to go early, very down, and going to go down very early in this game, because this last guy standing, that is 420 OP. Let's see if he decides to retreat from here, fall back from here, or if he's going to take that fight, because he definitely needs some position points right now in this match. And if we talk about RBB as well, RBB Plus are also down to 2 guys. Blind Nick finishes off over 1 player, and they have got 2 kills in their favor, and RBB has also got 2 kills. So it's a 2v2 very even fight between Blind and RBB. Let's see if Blind will be able to replicate the performance which they did in the last match. But if you just look at the positioning of team number 17, RVB players have gotten themselves a very nice compound and they have got a very nice cover with them. On the other hand, if we talk about team blind, they're open field area, they have gotten the cover of just a ridge, so it will be a little difficult for them to directly charge in. They might will want to just engage in a long range fight, get some initial knock and then directly charge in, but I can already see some smokes coming in from there. So let's see how this team, I think RBB might not want to engage in this fight, but Fox OP has been knocked out by Blind. Blind is not going to spare these players, and one more kill gets confirmed. The last player, Toothless, is standing from team RBB.
So it was kind of, the straightforward fight starting, when the fight actually started. These squads did a lot of damage to each other. They were down to 2 guys, and now Blind getting the upper hand as they've already got that knock and confirmation at the same time. Now Blind still a 2 player standing, but Toothless is down to 1 guy. Toothless trying to use his utilities as of now. He's not committing to that long range fight. He's still going for that close range fight as of now. He's expecting that close range fight because he knows that Blind has actually excelled in that long range fight. And we saw Nick coming in with a beautiful spray with that M416. Beautiful grenade coming in from Toothless. Unfortunately, won't be able to do much damage as Nick survives on 60 HP, trying to go from the left hand side. He has a Uzi in his hand, one of the best weapons in close range, but unfortunately will get knocked out. And now Blind also down to 1 guy. Is this time for RVB? Toothless gets confirmed, and it will be Blind coming back very strongly, getting that clutch in their favor. There will be 2 guys standing again, and they will make it to the final few phases.
Yes, we'll have to see that because Blind Naveen is in a little bit trouble right now. He has to give revives to his teammate as well. For now, they are looking safe. They have to go to the zone as well. They have already gotten 4 kills in their favor, and Nick will be revived. They will be again back in the game. They might go for those position points right now because they have got 4 kills. They are looking in a safe position. If we talk about the kills department, 4 kills are enough. If they are able to get a chicken dinner or a second, third position, they might be looking in a good spot after that.
Yeah, we saw the top teams in the last game also coming in with 4 to 6 kills or 8 to 9 kills. 9 kills was the maximum that a squad got, I guess. So I guess if you get 5 to 6 kills in the initial phase of the game, and then you can if you can get a good ranking in the later phase of the game, that will be very good for you. So I guess since the circle is again moving towards the eastern side, it is taking one hard shift after the other. So it will be very good if some squad can actually rotate towards the eastern edge, which is not having more compounds. So there is no team that landed at that area. So it will be very easy for these squads to rotate. But if you look at Team X, they started off very badly in the last game. They were confirmed very early, and now Team X again down to 1 guy, 420 OP, still outside the circle, trying to bide some time as of now, trying to use some healings. Obey, there's still 4 guys standing, coming on from the last game. If you talk about the last game, one of the players was finished very early, and they were caught off guard in the rotations in the 4th circle, I guess. So they will be trying to come back in this game. They will be trying to use their numbers well. So that is going to be one thing that we are looking forward to. Obey squad using 4 vehicles as of now, one of the best strategies in Miramar, because considering Miramar, the vehicles have very less health. So if you put more than 1 player in one vehicle, that will be putting yourself at risk. So I guess they are doing well, and now they are taking rotation from those areas where they don't expect the squads to be. If you talk about TENET squad, they took some early fights in the last game as well. XP, one of those squads who got eliminated. I guess they were the second last squad in the points table. So they will be trying to make a name for themselves in this one as well. In the last game, they were not able to use their numbers well. They were not able to use their 4-man advantage. So let's see if they will be able to neutralize TENET in this game. This is a 4v4 fight to start with, but who will get the advantage? That still remains a very big question.
Yes, that definitely remains the big question. And if you just look at the formation of both the teams, they are very much spread out over there, especially if you look at team number 20. But they are looking good. They have got good hold of some ridges in their favor. They might be able to put some pressure or pin down team number 3, that is team TENET. But team TENET, we already know, is very aggressive. But 8-bit is coming in the picture, and they have already gotten 1 knock from team TENET. I think one player was very much spread out. He was very far away from his teammate. I don't think he will get a revive or he will get a backup very soon, because team TENET is already engaging fight with team XP, and team XP might not be able to let them go off the hook, and they are trying to retreat. I can see already team TENET is using the vehicles, and they are trying to retreat from over there. Team 20 has gotten hold of a very nice compound, and 8-bit already got 1 kill from team TENET.
Yeah, 8-bit was one of the top squads in the last game. They want to repeat that. Killsam comes in with a vehicle explosion, knocks out a few players from TENET. I guess 2 of the players just got confirmed with that vehicle explosion, so that was very unfortunate. And actually Killsam comes in with a third party, I guess, as 8-bit is trying to go for that vehicle explosion. One of the players from Optimum Genocide will get knocked out, but Omega will get knocked out as well by the trade fire coming in from the other side. One more player from TENET just got confirmed, and now TENET is being picked up by a lot of squads just because they were split up, and then they managed managed to fall back from that fight that they were having at first. Now they started to fall back, but that didn't go too well for them as the spray came in on that vehicle and that vehicle exploded, landing 2 kills to the other squad. 8-bit, they have already got that 1 kill to start with, but Optimum Genocide also looking very strong. They will be trying to go for the travel, since I guess the other player has a hard cover, so they will be trying to use that hard cover as of now, but they need to use these vehicles as well. Yes, some smokes coming through and the travel will be coming through as well, as 8-bit will still wait for a better opportunity. Yes, they had a knock, but they won't be rushing in as of now because they don't want to put themselves at risk for a kill or two. So that's some good, if you talk about patience, that's some good patience coming in from the other side.
And on the other hand, Fusion Station popped up will be knocking down some players from the team Blind as well. And Obey Atom will knock down Team Optimum Genocide plus Team Optimum is getting third-partied over here. And let's just look at Team 8-bit. 8-bit Akshat will finish off Optimum Razor and will get one more kill in his favor. And Blind Senior has also been finished off. Blind team is also looking in a bit trouble right now. But 8-bit on the other hand is looking really good. They have got all the 4 players. They have got good cover of the ridges. And they're already pinning down team number 14. That is Team Optimum. Team Optimum is down to 3 players. They have got disadvantage of the numbers as well over here. So let's see how Team 8-bit approaches towards this fight, because they already know 1 player is down. They might want to get the remaining 3 kills as well in their favor if they could.
Yeah, they are trying their best to get some information as of now. We were talking about how the kings of the last game are being picked up. The team who came in at second position, it was Blind. Now they are being picked apart. I guess 2 of their players have been confirmed, and the 3rd player also goes down from Blind Curse. So it will be very hard for them to come back in this game to actually recreate what they were able to do in the last game. Optimum Genocide, on the other hand, they have also started to show some rotation as the zone didn't go in their favor. So we have seen teams. If you talk about teams, they don't want to take any fight, they don't want to take any risk outside of the circle. So that is a major difference. If you talk about some other scrims, and if you talk about pro scrims or pro tournaments, that is one difference that I have actually seen. Teams, they don't want to take any risk outside of the circle. As soon as they see that the zone has shifted toward the other side, they will start to rotate, even if the fight is going on. And the other squad also respects that. They also allow the other squad to fall back, and they also make their way to the zone. Optimum Genocide, on the other, next OP again coming in with a knock. Optimum Genocide, I guess the struggle is not ending for them. They wanted to fall back from a fight, but now they are being thrown into another fight with MYM TENET on, I guess, and XP Hottie also getting knocked out by one of the players from Blind. So if you talk about Team Optimum Genocide right now, MYM TENET, one of the best in long range. We saw that happening in Erangel as well, and now it's going to be Optimum Genocide who are going to be on the receiving end. There will be 3 guys standing again, but XP squad finally coming back very strongly, coming by. And oh my god, XPark has been completely eliminated. 420 OP getting eliminated at 16th spot. So I guess it is going to be very hard for team Team 420 XPark actually to make a good name for themselves, to make a big name for themselves, and maybe qualify to the semifinals. It's going to be very hard for them after considering that they have messed up in the first 2 games.
But if we talk about the one team which is definitely making to the next round is going to be Team 8-bit, because they are again knocking down some players. I can already see in the kill feed. They are knocking down some players on the other hand, and they are going to confirm the kills as well. But Team Optimum is not looking really good at all. Team 8-bit has gotten a cover. If you just look at the Team 8-bit, they've got hold of a very high mountain over there, and Team XP Kala might want to take some knocks over there, but he's in very open area. Team 8-bit can easily take him down because he has got no hard cover in front of him. One player is already down. He might want to revive that his player Hottie, but I think that's going to be really trouble for him. He won't be able to revive, and Hottie gets finished off. 8-bit Akshat OP confirms her skill, and 8-bit is looking really good right now. And in the last match also they were looking very good, and I can see the same performance happening in this match as well.
Yeah, XP down to 2 players. They started off well. They got those initial knocks, but again they are being picked apart by 8-bit this time. 8-bit putting those numbers to good use, putting that high ground to good use. They have split their numbers well. Magic Boy getting knocked out by Playzone in the 3rd circle. So that's I guess lack of vehicles coming into play. 8-bit Akshu OP trying to scout this area, trying to provide that information, and as soon as he has got that information on one of the vehicles, he will be passing on that information to his formates as well. And after processing, they took those shots, but unfortunately they weren't able to make the best out of it. Some utilities being shared as well, as Team 8-bit will survive with 4 players. They have already got those 4 kills to start with. It will be the 4th fourth zone closing in. So again, it been prioritizing the zone, and I guess it is one of the main reasons of their success that they have started rotating very early going into the games whenever they are participating. Even if they have some information on Team 19, yes, Team 19 is also rotating from that side. Still, they are not committing. Still, they are waiting to go inside the circle, and they know that when they have a better position in the circle, they will be trying to repeat that. On the other hand, we have Obey finally, taking those shots, connecting those shots. MYM is down to 2 guys if I'm not wrong. MYM Manav trying to still survive for the time being, but one of the other player will get confirmed without any doubt because Obey is still 4 guys standing. One of the players has already got a compound, already got a control over the eastern side, so it's going to be very good for him. And now they have started to fall into the laps of Team 5, I guess, or maybe they are trying to fall back from here. So we'll have to see what decision they are trying to make as MYM TENET. They are trying to commit to that revival, I guess. So that's going to be a completely different story if they commit to the revival.
Yes, Team Obey have Team Mayhem pinned down beside that rock over there. Revive won't be possible. Let's see. Team Obey Deadpool might have spotted team number 14, that is Team Optimum Genocide over here, and he'll be very careful over here because he knows it's Miramar. You will get third party very easily. Teams are rotating continuously. Rotations are going on over there, and Team Optimum might want to backstab Team Obey over there. So they have to be careful. They might want to retreat to that fight from that fight because already it's outside of the zone, and I can see Mayhem TENET Clock is making some rotations over here. He might want to take 1 or 2 knocks from Team Obey, and Team Obey was going from a vehicle. As we already know, vehicle doesn't have much health and the vehicle gets blown away, and Team Obey will be now down to 2+, and Team Optimum is in very close vicinity to them. They might want to retreat from this fight because right now their position is not looking very good as of now.
Clock coming on top again as his squad has got a total of 4 kills, and all the 4 kills have come from the gun of Clock as he already got those 2 kills with that vehicle explosion. Beautiful shots coming in from Clock again as he connects another tap shot, and he gets hold of Optimum Genocide next OP, gets a knock and confirmation at the same time, and now he will try to move to safety as he's 527 meters away from the circle. And if you talk about the zone right now, the 4th zone has already started to close in. The 5th circle will form as soon as this zone closes in. So I guess MYM TENET, they are looking like they are in a bit of trouble as they need to move into the circle, and there is team number 4 as well on the outskirts of this compound, so I guess they will be trying to stop them as well. And if you talk about those players are from Obey squad, and Obey squad know that there is a squad on their backside and they haven't completely rotated into the circle. Deadpool trying to pop in some health kits, and he's having 1 more health kit. The last health kit will be coming in a little while, as well as Playzone is giving a lot of damage to all these players.
Yes, and TRUERIPPERS will finish off Mayhem Immortal. Mayhem is also now finished off. Clock has also been finished off because of the play zone. Team Mayhem is also not looking that good. I already got eliminated because I can see Mayhem Sensei also getting knocked out. So let's see. Team Mayhem last solo player is standing from Obey, not giving priority to the zone. They wasted too much time outside of the zone. Will get eliminated because of the play zone right now. And if we look at the zone is giving trouble to all the teams right now because there's only one team that is in the center of the zone, that is team number 13, Team Conception, and all the other teams are outside of the zone. Southern side, team number 19 is locking horns with team number 16 as well. Will be taking one of their player down, and Team Rogue Nation might want to get engaged in a fight with team number 7, that is team 100cc. 100cc performs really well in Miramar, so I'm hoping a good performance from them. But let me look at the team formation from Team Rogue Nation. Rogue Nation is a team which always focuses on their team formation before rushing in. They never blind rush as far as I know, so it's going to be an interesting fight between Team Rogue Nation as well.
Rogue Nation, and this fight is actually happening outside of the zone, and we only have 9 seconds, and the 5th circle will start to close in after a while, and we know that how much damage this 5th circle can actually do. MYM TENET Manav, he was the only player surviving from his squad, but he has managed to, I guess, move into the circle as he has got a knock for his squad. We still have 12 teams alive. The 5th circle starts to close, and both the squads respecting each other, and they have allowed each of the squads to move into the circle, but Team 6 is actually gatekeeping for the squad, so it will be very hard for them to actually move into the circle as 100cc still surviving with 4 players. They have sent a couple of players with those vehicles, and the other players are still moving on foot still because they don't want to put all their players at risk at the same time. But 100cc in coming in with a beautiful spray, gets a vehicle explosion done, gets a knock as well, and it will be 100cc coming in with that first kill for their squad. But still they have to move into the zone, which is kind of a very big struggle right now because it is the 5th zone closing in, and you know the kind of damage it can do. If you talk about Rogue Nation, Rage also trying to take a fight, but he will get flushed by the play zone, and it will be the end of Rogue Nation at 6th position. And now we are down to top 4 squads. Maybe Rogue Nation got eliminated at 5th position, but now we have our top 4 squads. Future Station making it to top 4. They showed some early rotation to move into the circle. They were on the edges, and now they are still surviving till the end.
Yes, they are still surviving. They're trying to put some pressure on team number 6 as well. And with 8-bit, Neonike also takes down 1 knock from his team. But 8-bit Akshat OP will be finished off by Conception Spidey as well. Neonike has also been finished off by Team Future Station Somraj. 100cc Evil Surya has been knocked out by Mini. If you look at the position of the team number 13, that is Team Conception. Definitely going to take this fight with Team Future Station. And Future Station Frag OP takes lots of damage from Team Conception players. Team 13 might have a disadvantage of the numbers, but zone is in their favor right now. So they might want to gatekeep Team 100cc or Team Future Station as well. On the other hand, Team number 6 is also trying to get trying to do some third party on Team 100cc as well, because I can see already Beard Baba in a very open area. So Team number 6 might easily spray them down and spray Team Future Station players as well. And King is trying to take some mini damage on Future Station Somraj, but there isn't enough much damage to him.
The Conception again making it to top 4 with a total of 7 kills, but they need to make it to the circle, and they also want to take this vehicle into the circle so that they will have some good hard cover going into the last few zones. Still some going for that spray, will be able to connect, but before that one of the players from Team 12 will take him down. Zayn will get confirmed. And if we talk about Team Neutral right now, it's going to be FS Somraj going for that heal battle. Somraj was one of the players who was surviving till the end in the last game as well. He has actually boosted himself up, so that will be helping him to get that heal battle on, and he still has 9 health kits alive, and this is a 1v1 fight, and I guess both the players are going for that heal battle, as Anxiety will get confirmed and the heal battle will get him a chicken dinner in this game. That rarely happens, that you are heal battling in Miramar and you get a chicken dinner. Oh, that was amazing.
Yes, that was amazing. We rarely see a heal battle in Miramar because there are no cover. It's an open field area. Players get easily spotted out. But that was an amazing chicken dinner. He had 10 first hits. Imagine, he had 10 first hits and the heal battle worked in his favor. And he gets that winner chicken dinner with amazing kills as well, with a total of 8 kills.
Yeah, very good gameplay coming in from that squad as well, and taking the putting that risk of heal battle, taking your one of the players out of the equation, putting him on the heal battle, and trying to win that fight. That was amazing, and he had actually more than 10 health kits if I'm not wrong, and those health kits actually came in handy in the later phase of the game. They were rewarded with the chicken dinner. So in PUBG Mobile, you want to win, and you have to go with any strategy. If you want to go with heal battle, if you want to go all in, these are different kinds of things that happen. But coming in with a chicken dinner in Miramar, and that too with a heal battle, these are kind of rare things that happen, and it was really good coming in from those players.
But Dinkar, just look at the results. The teams which took an early exit in the last match and the teams which didn't perform that well have performed really well in this match. They have gotten their position in the top 5 in this match, and the teams who were in the top 5 are not in the top 5 right now. I think points table is going to change drastically after this match.
Yeah, it is actually going to change drastically just because of the teams who got that chicken dinner weren't able to recreate that. So yes, we will have a lot of volatility coming into the points table. We will have that on the screen in a little while, so that is going to change a lot, as you said.
Yes, it is definitely going to change. I'm excited for the points table. I want to know which teams are going to qualify, which teams are going to qualify for the next round as well, because this was a surprise. I could say every team which didn't perform that well in the last match, they had an amazing performance in this match, and the teams couldn't replicate the last match performance, like Team Blind and Team 8-bit. Also, if you look at the performance of Team 8-bit, they are at the 7th position with a total of 6 kills. So I want to know which teams are going for the next round, because this was amazing. This match was amazing.
Yeah, I'm also very excited to see what the points table will bring for us, because when the same team gets a chicken dinner, when the same teams get to top 2, it becomes kind of hard to judge who will be on the top of points table. But considering this, when you have a lot of volatility, when you have a lot of underdogs coming on the top and making a name for themselves, that's a different thing. And yes, we got that feeling in this game. Let's see how the points will total in this one, and how the teams will perform in the later phase of the game. And in the next game, I guess in the next match is going to be Group C versus Group D Erangel, so that is going to bring a lot of action as well.
Yes, that is definitely going to bring some action in that as well, because as we already saw in Group C and Group T, we have got some amazing teams. Again, it is also going to be a full action-packed game, as I can already see in Team C. Group C will be having Team LEGSTUMP and Team Sanhok and teams like 4King team as well. Team Kerala, one of the regional teams. If we talk about the regional teams, Team 100cc also came from the regional tournaments. I think Sky is doing an amazing job by giving the
All right, guys, welcome back to the stream again. And now we will be starting off with the first game of Group C and Group D. Talking about our sponsors, the Loco is the streaming partner. If you want to watch the stream in more than five languages, that is going to be six. So if you want to watch the stream in six languages, you can move on to Loco, where we have our streams happening as well. The link will be provided in the description, so no trouble whatsoever in that thing. Anyways, let's move on to our next partner. Is going to be gaming storage partner, Western Digital. They have one of the best NVMe drives, so you can check out that as well. Then talking about our shopping partners, going to be Flipkart. As you all know, if you're living in India, and even if you don't shop online, you must know Flipkart. It is a well versed brand, and it does not require any kind of introduction. Let's move on to the fourth of our partner, is going to be peripherals partner, HyperX, coming in as the peripheral partners. As I talked about how the streamers are actually using, most of the streamers are using HyperX peripherals, and we have seen that happening. Energy partner, Monster Energy Drinks, again one of the most trusted brands when it comes to the energy drinks thing. So we have seen that, haven't we? Merchandise partner, Zoink, and you can get a 40% discount on Zoink by the use of code Sky40.
Yes, and as we can already see, the points table is the standings of the match 2 are there. And as we can see, Future Station is leading with a total 23 points. They've got 8 kill points and 15 position points. But if you talk about Conception is leading when it comes to kill points. They've got 10 kill points, but position points, they have got 10 points, which lands them at the second position with a total of 20 points. At the third position, if we see, we have team got XFACTORS with a total of 12 position points. Kill points, not that good. 2 points with a total of 14 points. If XFACTORS had a few more kills in their favor, they might have been at the second or the third position as well. But let's see. At the cool.
8-bit again coming in with that consistent performance, coming in at 5th in this one, and I guess they were in the third position in the last game as well. So I guess they are going to have a good number of points if we actually go to them. MYM coming in at 6th position with a total of 7 kills. Not that much, but yes, it is an above average performance by them. They weren't able to do much in the last game. So considering 6th position in this one, that's a good gameplay coming in from them. Blind also on the first chart this time, so that's going in their favor as well. If we talk about the second chart, Blind, One Hive, the squad that were at, I guess, second position in the last game, they are at 20th position, so they will have to do a lot of job in the upcoming days. In the next few days, they'll have to get a lot of job done. Furious 5 at 19th position. And if we talk about the toppers of the second chart, LiveCraft, XPERT, TRUERIPPERS, and Titan Esports, one of those teams who I'm looking forward to. They have done well to survive till the end, but the last few phases didn't go in their favor, so that's why they are on the second chart.
Yes, they didn't go in their favor. And Blind, One Hive, and Furious 5 and OPTIMUM Esports, they also didn't got much in this match as well. So they are at the 18th, 19th, and 20th position with a total of 1 and 0 points as well. So these teams might not be able to make it to the next round. But nonetheless, we have got Team Group C and Group D matches as well coming up in few seconds.
Yeah, in a few seconds, the next match might start, and it will be Erangel for Group C and Group D, and then we will be moving on to the next few games. We have a total of 4 games scheduled for today, and 4 games will be scheduled for tomorrow as well. In total, we have 3 days of gameplay, and 4 matches today, 4 matches tomorrow, and 4 matches day after tomorrow. Day 1, we have Erangel, Miramar. Then we have same, when we move on to Vikendi, and on 28 August, that is going to be tomorrow, 28 August, we'll have A vs C. Then BvsD will be mixing up the teams as well, so as to get a more volatile gameplay from all these squads. So yes, Erangel, Miramar, all the maps will be covered, and on the last day we will again go back to our basics: Erangel, Miramar.
Yes, definitely. 3 days of the quarterfinals are going to happen, and then we'll see which teams are going to qualify for the next round. It's going to be an action-packed tournament, and Group C and D, I can already see some amazing teams over there. They've got 2 matches in their hands to perform really well. First match, like you said, it's going to be in Erangel, the very first match which everyone plays in PUBG Mobile when they install that game, and I think they are so familiar with this game that till the last circle, every player is able to hold that position points in his favor. When it comes to Erangel, now many things favors in the luck as well, that which team has got the first position in the zone, which has rotated early rotations. Like in the Group A and B, if we talk about Group A and B matches, we see some action in the early fight as well, which we don't see in the tournaments. Usually in the scrims, maybe teams go for early fights, but in tournaments, I don't think teams go for those early fights. But in the Group A and B matches, we saw that some action, even pretty early action in the game.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of early action coming into the play. The case was with Group A versus B. Let's see if the same thing will be happening with C and D as well. Erangel was also, kind of cluttered with teams in the initial phases. We saw the southern side of Pochinki. We had TRUERIPPERS, Blind, and there was one more squad, I guess, MYM TENET, that joined that fight as a third party in the later phase of the game as well. So it was a three-way fight in the initial phases in Erangel, kind of rare thing. But if you talk about Miramar, same thing happened. XPAC again losing out on a few numbers in the initial phase of the game. They lost out on 3 of their players, and then when we went to the fourth game of fourth player, which was 420 OP actually, he was also flushed going into the late game. So that was disastrous for Team XPAC, going away very early in the first game, then repeating that in the second game as well. So they will have a lot of pressure onto them tomorrow and day after tomorrow, because they haven't performed well today. So they will be trying to perform well today. So I guess that pressure is going to add upon them, and maybe it can affect the gameplay tomorrow.
But if we talk about the pressure, the team which performed really well despite having the pressure was Team 100cc. Last match they didn't perform that good, but look at this match. They are at the 5th position. They have under pressure, despite being under pressure, they have performed really well. So anything can happen. These teams are very used to playing under pressure. Also, they can handle any pressure situation. I think these teams can very well handle it all.
Yeah, these teams can actually handle the pressure well, and that's why they are proven underdogs. That's why they people know them. That's the main reason, and they have done well. They have done well to come up to this point. They have actually done a lot of hard work. They have grinded well, and if you talk about LIVECRAFT also, they're also a very good team, but they were not able to perform up to the name today. So I have some expectation from them for tomorrow as well. Let's see if they will be able to do something tomorrow, and some more teams on the second chart, and they repeatedly came on the second chart. If you talk about Optimum Esports, they weren't able to do much in this one as well. OB also getting flushed very early in the match 2, and match 1 was also not very good for them, just because they were engaged in the early fight, I guess, in the 20th or 22nd minute. While rotating into the circle, they were picked up by 8-bit as well. So these are the things which are very hard to counter. So I guess let's see if these teams will be able to change their fate in Sanhok and Vikendi that are going to happen today. But talking about today, the matches that are going to happen today, now we will have Group C and Group D, Erangel and Miramar. I'm quite excited for this group as well. The last group was full of some big teams, but coming into Group C and Group D, we still have a lot of action. Insane, LEGSTUMP, ANTRIX, Poking, Team Kerala. You talked about the regional squad. They're also very strong. We saw them performing in skirmish series as well. So I'm expecting the same kind of performance in these games as well. Let's see if they can handle the pressure well in these tournaments, and if they can make a name for themselves in the first 2 games that we are going to have.
Yes, definitely. We'll have to see which teams will be able to handle the pressure situation over, and I think every team will be able to do that. And if we talk about Group C teams, that is Team LEGSTUMP, and we have again match standings after. Okay, we have got the standings of this match again on your screen in case you missed the last time. And like I said, Future Station is leading. Team Blind is at the 10th position. They have got again tomorrow. They can perform really well again in the matches.
Yeah, it is going to be very interesting when teams who haven't performed well in this game, what they will bring to the table tomorrow. Will they be able to redeem themselves, and will they be able to topple everyone? And actually, it will be very hard to topple the top squads, because they have done well in the 2 games, and they have already got a little bit of lead over the other squads. But if they can get a massive chicken dinner, like we saw some teams getting 16 or 17 kills chicken dinner in the last the matches that we held, other than these tournaments that we have held. We have seen teams getting those 16, 17 kills chicken dinner. We haven't seen that happening in the first 2 games today. So it's going to be very interesting if these squads can actually bring that part as well. If they can get a 16, 17, or maybe 18, 20 kills chicken dinner, because that will give you a 32 points match, and it is going to be very hard for a team to close in on that mark. 32 points, some teams won't be able to get those points in 3 to 4 matches as well. So if you can get that number of points in one match, you are just going to go out of the box and out of the table as well, or right on the top.
Yes, definitely. Position points can definitely bring you right on the top as well. And we'll have to see which teams will be able to tabletop in this match as well. The chicken dinner obviously lands you in a very good spot, no doubt about it. So we'll have to see who will go for this winner chicken dinner in this match. And this is going to be again Erangel, and it's taking some time for this match, but it will start very soon, guys. Please stay on the stream. And if we talk about online shopping, you were talking about the teams that are going to get our Flipkart vouchers as well. The winning teams, we all know it's already think a corona time, nobody wants to get out of the house, and already Skyesports is giving Flipkart vouchers to all the players over here. I think that is something very wonderful Skyesports is doing for them.
Yeah, we have seen cash prizes and all the prizes that that were distributed in the past, and this time Flipkart vouchers coming in as an addition. So that's one good addition, I would say. And yeah, people don't want to go out, and we are seeing an increase in trend of online shopping. So that is also coming into play. So I guess that is going to give some more power to our players who will be trying to get those Flipkart vouchers as well, on the top of the names that they are going to make, on the top of recognition that they are going to get. And the third thing that they will be getting, that they're going to get some Flipkart vouchers as well.
Yes, definitely they are going to get some Flipkart vouchers, and Flipkart is doing an amazing job in this, especially in this pandemic situation. And if we talk about the schedule of today, guys, is on your screen right now. And let's see the schedule. These are the teams which are going to be playing in the Group C. That is Team Reckoning Esports, Team LEGSTUMP, Team Kerala, Team HEXAGON Esports. Final for Karnataka, one of the amazing regional teams, AIM Gaming, Insane AXOM. We all know how amazing these teams are. 4MT 21st Era, 4King, and Team ANTRIX. Amazing teams, amazing gameplay of all the teams. I'm excited for this match as well, Dinker.
Yeah, a very good pool of talent, and same goes with Group D as well. If you move on to the Group D, we have Raven Official, Rampage, Platinum Esports, Mercedes, Hail Gods, Rain, and then we have Dragonite as well coming into play. Then we have Arshleys, Team GG, Maximus, Dope Esports. All these teams are really good teams. Specifically, there are a lot of regional teams in this group as well, so that is going to spark up the fight. I saw Maximum performing really well in the skirmish series that we had. They actually got 2 chicken dinners at the same time, if I'm not wrong. Consecutive chicken dinners. So let's see if they can repeat that today. If they can actually get 2 chicken dinners at the same time today, if they can get that margin, the lead over other squads, that will be very good. Because we have 40 squads in Group A, B, C, and D. A total of 40 squads are present. So only 10 teams will go into the semifinals. So I guess if you want to stay on the top, you want to have a good lead over the other squad. So you would want to be in the top 2 or 3 in your group itself. You have to get a lot of points, and when the overall standings comes for all the teams, because at the end of the day, all the teams will have at least 2 matches that they have played. All the teams will have their Erangel and Miramar completed for the day, so we'll have a 40 teams points table coming into play. So that is going to be very interesting, who will come out on top on the first day itself, and if they can get a better lead, that will cement their position for the semifinals. And these teams are actually fighting to move into the semifinals.
Yes, these teams are trying and giving their best to move into the semifinals, and I think there's going to be amazing performance as well. And like you said, everybody wants to go for that winner chicken dinner as well. But kill points also matter, Dinkar. No matter what, if 2 teams are in the for one teams get the winner chicken dinner, and the other team is at the second position, they've got way more kill points than the chicken dinner team. I think that can tabletop. That team can also tabletop. So kill points teams can't neglect really. But if you look at the last match, the way the game meta is, the way game held in the last match, kills teams will definitely get in the final zone, in the final circle. The main thing for them is to hold on to their position, not get into some early fights and get eliminated or lose their 1 or 2 player. Because if you have the disadvantage of the numbers in the final circle or the final zone, then there is a chance of you getting early exit or get early elimination. But if you have got all your players again there with you, giving you backup, so I think it might give you an advantage. It might give you a lead when it comes to 5th or the 6th zone.
Yeah, well said. And with the the coming of the new points table, which actually decreases the distance between the first top 3 squads. In the early phases, we had the top team getting 20 points, and the second team getting 14 points, and the third team getting 10 points. But now the first team gets a total of 15 points, and the second team gets a total of 12 points. So the distance, which was actually 6 points between the 2 squads, between the top 2 squads, now the distance has been decreased to a total of 3 points. So if you have 3 kills more, you can actually close in on this that distance very easily. So teams who play very aggressively, this points table is going to help them a lot. On the contrary, if you talk about the second and third, the difference was 4 points earlier, but now that difference has been done to 2 points, I guess. Yes, it is actually 2 points difference between the second position and third position. So that actually sparks up the points table as of now. If you talk about it, the difference has been halved, and if you want to capture the distance, you just have to take 2 more kills or 3 more kills, and you can get to top. And even if you end up at 13th position, even if you end up at 3rd position or 4th position, and if you get 5 or 6 kills more than the top squad, you can easily topple them. So it has become more easier, because if you see the earlier positions, you had a difference of 10 points between 3rd and 1st position, but now the difference is only 5 points. So 5 more kills and you can topple them. So yes, kills do matter a lot, and I guess the teams who are going to get a massive chicken dinner, who take that massive chicken dinner, they will have a very healthy lead over the other squads who will be coming out on top. They will be having some above average squads, above average matches, but they'll have to get some points as well. If you talk about kill points, they are very, very important as of now.
The one person who is constantly thinking about giving priority to the position points or the kill points is the team's IGL. It is his decision whether to rush into the squad and go for those kill points and take a risk of losing 1 or 2 their own players, or just retreat from there and go for the position points. So that is the decision of the IGL, and we'll have to see how the IGLs take that responsibility, because they are extremely under pressure every time. And let's just dive straight into the map. It's Erangel, and I can already see the plane trajectory going from Gatka towards Novorap.
So again, horizontal flight path coming into play, just like the last 2 games, and this has again taken a hard shift towards the southern side. We had a hard shift on the northern side in the first angle, then we had a hard shift towards the southern side in the second Miramar, and now we are into our third angle, and now we are not seeing vertical flight paths. Vertical flight paths do allow teams to go anywhere they want. Most of the locations are actually captured. But if you talk about the locations right now, if you talk about the zone right now, that is going to form after a few minutes. It is going to change the game for these squads. But looking at the plane trajectory, a lot of teams are going to be unhappy about it. A lot of early fights are going to come into play, and a lot of squads are actually trying to take some early drops to get those vehicles. We are already seeing Team 17 and Team 16 on the western side of the circle. They are going for the smaller compounds, and these smaller compounds actually give rise to a lot of fights. We will be seeing that happening. Team F4K, on the other hand, they are trying to go over the other side of Giorgio, and they are trying to reach there by gliding. So a good thing coming in from that side as well, as F4K is making their move towards the northern city, and they are going directly towards that location just by gliding. So I guess they're not taking that risk. They're not risking themselves for those vehicles. But if you come at north of the city, you'll have some scarcity of vehicles, so they'll try to get those as Top Squad makes their way to Giorgio containers, and the first circle has formed. And looking at the situation right now, as Team 11 is 300 meters outside the circle, and insane, what an insane start from them, as they've already got a knock and confirmation to start with.
Very good head start from Team Insane Puali, but Team AIM is in trouble, and DROGONITExPGS is also in trouble because they have already lost one of their players. They have lost 1 man, and Team AIM has also lost 1 player. It's going to put some pressure on the team, because when you just drop in, you have got no loot, you have got no good guns, and you lose 1 or 2 players of yours, team's confidence definitely goes down. So we'll have to see how team approaches to this fight, because I can see Team IP Man, if we talk about him, he's very split out from his team, and Team Raiden has got no loot, he has got no guns as of now. So Team AIM will have to be a little careful, and here comes a spray from Team Hot on Team Insane. Plus Insane Quali at very low HP, and his teammate as well as barely at the 10 HP. Team AIM might want to pin down Team Insane. We'll have to see how Team AIM approaches to this fight.
Yeah, Hawk has got a pair of M16, and I don't think it is enough to actually do some kind of damage to Team Insane, and he knew that, so that's why he actually came back. He didn't want to go for that rush as of now. He just tried to survive. He just tried to stop his movement, because he knew if he actually commits to that fight, if he actually goes on top, if he actually exposes himself, Insane Squad is also trying to loot those locations, and if they get a good gun, they are well versed. If you talk about them, they are well versed in the mid-range fights, in the long-range fights. They do really well. So I guess it is going to be good for them if they can actually get a good gun in the starting only. It will be very hard for Team AIM to come back, just because they have already lost out on one of their players. So they're already down to 3 guys. So if they actually get another player knocked out, maybe the trouble might come for them, and they can also get eliminated. Considering a team aim right now, one of the player is in Fairy Pier, the other player is still looking for guns in the shared area just north side of Fairy Pier, and one of the player has got a pair of M16. And if you talk about Insane Squad, they got two players at the same location, so maybe they will be trying to loot that location, and after that they will start to move away, and maybe they will be able to get some initial kills. But it's going to be very hard for both these squads, considering the kind of location that they are in right now, considering the area they are in right now. I don't think they will be having some good ranking points coming into play, just because already one of the player has been confirmed. They are down to 3 guys, and Insane Squad on the other hand, they are also doing well to survive till the time. They're also looking for some more vehicles, so we'll have to look forward to these fights that are going to happen, that are going to go forward.
Guys, just give us a few minutes. We are experiencing some technical glitches. We'll be back with you in a very short period of time. Guys, there's a little technical issue, so there's some glitch. The stream will be resumed in few minutes. Until then, we'll switch to the chat over there, and we'll talk about this map going on. Like Team Aim, Team Aim was in I think they lost one of their player. I think he didn't got any loot, but if it Team Aim other player, he had almost pinned down Team Insane's both the players. The other player was on the low HP. If they had just rushed in over there, they might have easily taken down 2 players from Team Insane or Com as well.
Yeah, but that was high risk move, and since Aim was already 1 guy down, so they didn't want to engage in another fight. And if you look at his gun, he only had 2 M16s and burst guns. Sometimes you can connect, sometimes you don't connect. And when you're already 1 play down in a tournament like this, you don't want to risk yourself. You don't want to risk 2 of your players at the same time. But yes, they had the chance. They didn't want to risk it, and a risk sometimes they come with rewards. Sometimes you just can't just go over it. Sometimes it backfires on you. So it was a double sided sword, but they looked to stay on the safer side as of now, as they knew that Insane Akom is also one of those squads who have good gun power, and they are one of the best in mid range. So we'll have to see if these teams can actually come back, if they will be able to engage in the later phase of the game, because we have seen teams who start at the same location, they end at the same location as well. So if they will start to rotate, that is going to be one thing that we are looking forward to. If they can actually rotate to the same position, if they can actually try to go away from here, and we'll see the rotation coming in from both the sides.
Yes, most definitely. We'll have to see the rotations as well. And guys, please be patient. We'll resume the stream in just a few minutes. There are some technical glitches, some technical issue from the back end. We'll be back very shortly with the stream and with the gameplay. Please hold on to it. Hold on to the stream. We are coming up with the stream in just a few minutes.
Yeah, technical glitches do happen, and we just encountered one, so we are trying to fix it as quickly as possible. And yes, talking about the first 2 games, it was really good from both the squads. From all the squads actually trying to defend themselves, trying to come at the top. And 8-bit specifically, they were very consistent. First of all, 3rd position in the first game, 5th position in the second. They are one of the consistent squads that we have seen, and a new team getting chicken dinner in both of the games. So that was one thing to look forward to, as well as the same squads were not able to dominate in both the games. So we had ups and downs in that game. We had teams, but one thing that we didn't see solo players coming on top. The solo players who were surviving, even if you talk about I guess it was XF maybe, who only had XP maybe one play. They only had one player standing at the end who was in TRUERIPPERS. He also got flushed at 19th position, I guess. And then we had in the second game we had a 420 OP trying to survive as well, but unfortunately he was confirmed in no time. So that was some other thing. So yes, we are seeing some trends here. Solo players are not able to get their teams to top. But yeah, we saw the duo of 8-bit doing really well, and they actually made it to the top three, I guess, with only two players standing. And in the second game as well, they had the numbers, but unfortunately, since the zone was not favoring them, they were not able to get to top. But yes, they did well to survive till that time.
Yes, and then Kar, I was just reading, I was just going through the chat right now, and there's some guy he's asking कि chat करने वालों को भी कुछ दे दो. So guys, everybody in the chat, it's not like you guys are not getting anything. Our official merchandise partner is Zoink, and they will be giving you 40% discount if you use the code Sky40. Just use the code Sky40, and you will get an instant discount of 40% on all the Zoink merchandise. So everybody in the chat, there is something for you guys as well.
Yes, guys, there is something for you, and we'll be having some giveaways in the later phase as well as the tournament goes on. So you don't have to worry about that. Chatting will give you rewards as well. First of all, it is going to give you enjoyment. It is going to give you some entertainment as well, as you are here to support your favorite sports, you're here to support your favorite players or your favorite guys, and yeah, it is also going to give you rewards, as we'll be hosting some more giveaways, and not just this time. Since Skyesports, we have been organizing a lot of tournaments, and the next tournament is also going to come in a little while. So after the end of this tournament, we will be moving on to our next tournament, and teams will have a chance to show off their skills. And even the teams who will be in the top three, and who will be winning this tournament, they will also get a direct invite to our next tournament. So that's going to be one thing to look forward to as well.
Yes, definitely. Grand Slam 2.0 teams will get a direct invite over there. And if we talk about Skyesports, they are not only focusing on the already top dogs as well. Like if you talk about 100cc, 32 stages, team for F4K, which is playing in this match as well. The regional teams, I think Skyesports is giving a very good platform and opportunity to the regional teams as well. Like the scrims that have been going on. If you just look at them, all the regional teams are also getting the opportunity, the platform to showcase their skills, and the platform to compete with the top dogs as well. Like in right now, team Skyesports Championship 2.0, they will get an opportunity to compete with the top dogs in the later stages of the match if they are able to qualify to the finale or the semifinals.
Yeah. Very well said. And yes, the regional teams, the underdogs are getting a lot of options here. They are getting a platform that they can shine. The spotlight is on them as of now, since quarterfinals is full of underdogs, and they have a chance to shine. And the top 10 teams will get a chance to play against the top PNPL teams. So they are invited squads in the semifinals, and the teams who will perform well in these games, they will get a chance to go against them, and they will also get a chance to win that prize pool, which is divided between semifinals and finals. If you go to semifinals, you have some prize pool there as well. And actually, it's not that you only have to win overall. If you have a one good day and you have one bad day, so if you do well on your good days, if you actually end up at top three, then also you are going to get some prizes, some cash prizes as well. And overall also there are some prizes. So yes, there is something for everyone if you can do well on your days, if you can do well overall. So these are going to be two different things, and teams will have some edge. Teams will have something to win here, because fourth and fifth positions are also getting some prizes. Then we have MVP prizes as well, overall prizes, daily prizes. So there are a lot of prizes, and I guess everyone is going to get something out of it.
Yes, everybody is going to get something out of it, and the people in the chat, there is something for you guys as well. So stay tuned in the tournament. Keep watching, keep supporting your favorite teams, like you guys were supporting Blind. Amazing support team Blind gets from the people in the chat as well. So keep supporting your favorite teams. There are some goodies coming in for you guys as well. Stay tuned to Skyesports. Make sure you follow them on their official Instagram as well, so that you guys can stay updated to it. And keep the energy high, as Monster Energy is our energy drink partner. So keep the energy high. Teams over here that are playing, they've got some high energy. They are all pumped up for the action-packed game. And I hope you guys are also.
Yeah, actually very good gameplay coming in from these squads. And we'll just try to check if we have our own feed coming into play, and if we can continue with that, and we'll be trying to fix these glitches that are happening. So that is going to happen as well. Guys, please do wait for a few more minutes, and or maybe a few more seconds, and we can just fix it.
Yes, we'll fix the glitches just in few seconds. Please stay tuned. We'll be getting the feed very soon from the backend. Guys, stay tuned. We are trying to fix everything. We are trying to fix the issue. It will be fixed just in few seconds. You will be able to see all the matches live over here. Just wait for few minutes. Just few minutes. That's it. And please make sure you follow Loco as well, because that Loco is our streaming partner, and the stream is going in every language, 6 different languages. You can switch to Loco as well. There's a stream is going on in 6 different languages. So if you guys want to hear the casting in your own regional language as well, so you can shift to Loco. You will get a good quality stream. Loco is our streaming partner, and stream is going in 6 different languages. Sky is doing everything possible to keep the chats, people in the chats who are supporting their teams, to keep them happy. So stream will be back in few seconds, few minutes, just a few minutes, guys.
Guys, we have got this feedback, so we'll try to just get it onto your screen, as we have just got an update from the manager. Try and get that feed onto your screens, and we will start to do the commentary for you again, as we have been doing. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. We will just be trying our best to actually get the action back to you, as we have been doing that from the last 2 games. Anyways, guys, please do wait for a few more seconds, and you will have the action again on your screens. Alright, guys, we are back with the live stream. We are back with the action, and now we are down to 19 teams. So we haven't lost many teams, I guess. We have only lost 1 squad in total, and we still have 90 teams alive, and Team 12 trying to slam in onto that compound. That compound will help them be alive for a short time, as we are 17 minutes down in this game. The third circle has started to close in, and Team 12 looking like it looks like that they are in a very tough situation. Team 13 coming in from the left side, Team 15 coming in from the back side as well, and they have confined themselves into this small area. They are only 2 men standing, so if a rush comes in, if one of the players actually gets knocked out from Team 12, that will be very hard for Team 12 to come back from this scenario where they are actually 2 players down. And if we talk about Raven squad, they have 4 players standing. They can use their numbers well, and even if they actually directly rush in, still they will have an advantage over the other squads. Since if you talk about Team 12, they are damaged. They're really damaged. You talk about their helmet, it's still 50% damaged, and if the rush can come in, that will be very hard for them, and maybe they will end their run here.
But team number 13 is getting third party. Team Driven is getting third party by team number 15, and team 15 knock squad has already managed to get one knock from team number 13. And let's see if they will be able to get the kill as well. And I can already see two squads in the close vicinity to team number 12. That is MRZ squad. Look at the uphill. There's team number 14 as well. And if you look at the right side, we'll see the team number 15 as well. So I think team 12 will be in a little bit trouble. They might want to hold on to this compound for as long as possible, because at the backside, if you look at the hill, we have got team number 13 as well. Team Raven, one player is down from that team, but I think he'll get an easy revival as well.
Yeah, they are surrounded from each and every location, and team 15 looks like that it's going to be very hard for them to come back from this location, as well as they are thrown outside of the circle, and it is already the fourth circle that will start to close in a little while. So I think the problems are still not ended for these squads who are outside of the circle, and it is the fourth circle. And you know that you know whenever you're talking about these squads, and whenever you're talking about fourth circle and 19 teams, it does put a lot of pressure on you. Let's see how far these teams will go as this vehicle is already start to blow up. This vehicle is actually smoking up, and I guess he's trying to get this away from the first vehicle that they have. They're trying to make their way out of this area, as team 15 has already moved into the circle. They don't want to engage in this fight, so that's one thing coming in from that side as well.
But the one team which is looking in a big trouble is team number 14 as well. RIP Squad Mafia has been finished off by Forking, and Tash and Arjit as well finish off RIP's player as well, and RIP Dragon has also been finished off. I think RIP team has been eliminated. Team number 15 Nox team might want to hold on to this shack. They have got enough cover to enough vehicles to make a good cover over here. They might want to hold on to the zone edge and gatekeep some of the teams which are outside of the zone. And if you look at team number 7, they have already spotted the vehicles of team number 15, and in very close vicinity we can also see team number 18 towards them. So let's see how team Hex approaches to this fight. They might want to hold on to this compound for a long time because it's favoring them. It's in the zone, and GG Blasty, a very nice DP spray, and Hail player has been finished off.
Yeah, actually a lot of trouble coming into play. The fourth circle has already started to close in. We are already 20 minutes down in this game, and now we will be moving on to the next phase of the circle, which has already started to close in. The fifth circle will be coming in a little while. We will be waiting for that. Team 7 still trying to pop in some single taps, still trying to damage those vehicles. Let's see how far they'll go. Let's see if they will be able to come back from this one. Some smokes being thrown by the players of Reckoning, but unfortunately they're trying to block the views of team 13 right now, which seems like the right choice. As they are on the edges, they will expect a lot of spots to come in from the backside, so that can be a cause of concern for them, as Raven is trying to rotate from the other side, but they can be picked by the players of team 5 as well, as team 5 is still waiting outside the circle.
And team 5 is looking in a bit trouble because I can already see team Reckoning can easily spot them. And just look at the mini map over there. If you look at the position of team number 5 Forking, they are already getting the zone damage. Team number 17 players, they are making very late rotation. The solo player God Ninja is making very late rotations to the zone, and zone has shifted to an open field area in the southern side of the mansion. There is no compound. Players will have to make use of those vehicles the teams are carrying. I can already see 3-4 buggies or 3-4 vehicles. They will have to make use of these vehicles, and fucking Zod has been finished off, has been knocked out by team Reckoning. He was trying to make some rotation from the vehicle, and his vehicle got blasted by team Reckoning, and he's down to his foots. And team Reckoning Drift OP will be get knocked out. Team PL Mazik and team Reckoning will finish off. Forking in Dash as well from that grenade will finish the job. And if we talk about team Insane, IT Prince is also getting knocked out by GG Blasty. Action-packed game is going on. Chaos is going on.
So yeah, this was kind of expected coming in from these squads when we had all these players trying their best to survive, and there were a total of more than 16 squads surviving in the fifth circle. So you know these things do happen, and we were expecting it. You know, looking at the number of players, looking at the number of teams, it was very hard for the squads to rotate it. And RG Reckoning squad were already inside the circle. They made the best use out of it. They have finally moved out of the area. They have got a total of 7 kills, and now they need to move into the circle, as they have already farmed a lot of kills by their numbers advantage and by their position advantage. They have only lost one of their players, so that's another thing going in their favor. Let's see how far they will go, considering that the amount of damage that is being done by them. Raven on the other hand were trying to take a lot of shots, but unfortunately they have been knocked out as well outside of the circle. Some rivals might come through, but they only have 10 seconds to go into the circle, as the 9th circle will start to close in.
Yes, Kiddingkar, absolutely. If you just look at all these fights, they are all happening outside of the safe zone. We can obviously see some players getting finished off because of the play zone. And FK Beast OP, his vehicle has been blasted. He has been knocked out, and vehicles will be blasted off. I can already see OP is trying to get that spray and trying to knock from team number 17 one player. He's already low on HP. He's down to 10 HP, and I think he will be able to get half of the be able to get the knock, and yes, he gets that knock. But team number 4, Team Reckoning, Exotic might get that kill in his favor. He is knocked out and he got that kill in his favor as well. Team number 4 is in little trouble because there is a last solo player standing, and Team AIM is making rotations to him, very close to them, and let's see if they will be able to finish off Team number 4, that is Team Reckoning. Hawk OPTIMUM might want to Cronin over here because Taz has been knocked out. Team number 4, they blindly pushed over there, because of which they got into little trouble here.
ANTRIX also getting a lot of kills. Kerala getting some shots on them. Reckoning grenade, beautiful grenade comes in. Vehicle explodes, and it will be Team Reckoning in a lot of trouble as they've already got a total of 11 kills. But those grenades, those vehicle explosions are coming through, and it is them damaging them. FOK B also gets confirmed. Insane IT Prince. How well Insane has played since they had an early fight going against them, but now they have got a total of 2 kills. Puwali was confirmed before we actually switched to the live stream, but still they are surviving with 3 players. They have done well to survive till this time. 2 kills to them, and now they're not that far away from the circle, so maybe the things are going to change for them as they are moving their way, making their way into the circle. Some more smokes being thrown. They will also use their vehicles to use them as a cover. There is also a squad on the right hand side. AIM just got confirmed, and now we are down to our top 11 squads, but this is the 6th circle that will start to close in a little while. 14 seconds to go. 6th circle will start to close in. Team Hex on the other hand gets a knock on Akshat. GG Spray will get knocked out as well. Again a vehicle explosion comes in. Taz will get confirmed. New YT gets knocked out as well by that vehicle explosion, and teams are actually laying down bodies here. They are exploding those vehicles. They are using those utilities well, and Ranadeep from Insane also knocked out.
Yes, Ranadeep has been knocked out. It won't be possible to save him, but Team Reckoning, they were just whooping kills in their favor and got eliminated, I think. And if you look at Playzone is finishing off LEGSTUMP as well, and Team GG Rapzod has been finished off by Team DROGONITeXPGS. Let's see how Insane IT Prince will try to hold on to this position, because team number 19 GG players are trying to enter into the zone, and Insane IT Prince might get those kills in his favor as well. LEGSTUMP Syringe has got 7 first hits, and he's going for a heal battle because he knows entering into the zone is a tough task right now. 4MD in Your Dream has been finished off by Team HEXAGON for the win. Insane Ranadeep with just one first hit. He can't go for a heal battle. He'll have to enter into the zone, and kill feed is running. 4MD Dark will get finished off by Playzone. For AIM Hawk OP has been finished off by Playzone. Nox Mike will get finished off by Hex Kitty, and Admiral will be taking down Maximus Plus. Dragon has also been knocked out. Max Dragon will be finished off by DROGONITeXPGS Admiral.
Yeah, considering the zone and the number of players, LEGSTUMP taking the safe approach, taking the best approach as of now, going for the heal battle, and still outside the circle. He's surviving because of the numbers of health kits that he had. NDX on the other hand, if you talk about them, they are also trying to survive with that beautiful vehicle cover. The circle is not far away from them, so they can just crawl into the circle. Lack of grass can be a little bit of concern for him, but other than that, I don't think he's going to have any. Beautiful spray coming in from him. A stable spray gets a knock for his squad, but he's been shot as well. And Hex Evil on the other hand, they are still 4 guys standing. They have some good vehicles, and I guess this is the squad to pick up right now. If they are going to choose a winner, in my viewpoint, it's going to be Team Hex, just because they have enough vehicles to get those good covers. They have put in some good smokes to make it into the circle as well. But will they go down? Will the tables turn here, just because there are a lot of squads still present? 4 squads in total. Admiral going for that heal battle, and I guess he just got a knock on one of the players of Insane. One of the players from Insane is also stopping himself outside of the circle. It's going to be Spray God. Randeep also gets knocked out, and Admiral will go down, but before that he has done a lot of damage to Insane. Insane, I guess, might be finishing up at 2nd position. IT Prince crawls into the circle, but Spray God is also making his way to the circle on his feet. But will he be able to make it to the circle? Oh my god, that was a lucky save, but it won't be enough as the grenade comes in from Team Hex. And this is what I was talking about. The kind of numbers that they had, the kind of cover that they had, the kind of circle that they had, nobody could have stopped them from getting a chicken dinner. And Insane, a third party came in and they have been eliminated.
But that grenade, in the end, Dinkar, that was amazing. Getting that last kill from that grenade, I think Team Hex, OP. That was very OP, very nice, that grenade. But Team Insane Plus, if you talk about him, he had always already low on HP. He was trying to get into the cover. He had seen that stone. He was trying to get into the cover of that stone. But that grenade did the job. And chicken dinner, very nice, well-deserved chicken dinner to Team Hex. But one more team which played superbly well and got way too many kills was Team Reckoning. Last I saw, they had more than 11. They had got 11 kills. So I want to see how they land up in the position table after this match, because Team Reckoning was also playing amazing.
Yeah, Team Reckoning was playing amazing. They got some good initial kills to start with, and they couldn't make it through to the top three in the ranking points. But I guess when the points table comes around, it will be showing them in top three. I guess because of the numbers of kill that they have, and because of the new points table, that won't be favoring Team Hex too much, since they got the chicken in a in an ideal scenario. They in an ideal scenario they would have gotten plus 20 points, but now since the coming of the new points table, they will be getting 15 ranking points, and the kill points will be adding up as well. But we'll have to wait for that. As now we talk about the top squads, Insane also, they were engaging in an early fight. We saw that happening, and if you talk about them right now, they have made it to top two, even after the zone was not favoring them in the initial phases. But they made good use of the vehicles that they had, those Dacia and the buggy coming into play. But in the 6th, 7th circle, those buggies were and those vehicles were blown up. Because of that, they had some trouble going into the circle, and there was a third party as well coming in from the other side, which actually stopped their numbers. Maybe that could have been a 3v4 fight, and maybe Insane would have had a chance in that 3v4 fight. But unfortunately, the third party coming in from the other side, first of all, one of the players from Insane was knocked out. Then Randeep also getting knocked out by that spray coming in as a third party. Then it was Spray God who was finished off by the players of Team Hex by that beautiful grenade, and it was the end for Team Insane as well. But well done. All the squads did well to survive till the final few phases, considering that there were 19 squads alive even after a gameplay of 20 minutes. Yeah, commendable work making it to the top, even top three. That was very commendable from all the squads.
Yes, and if we talk about third party, I think teams and we as casters also, and I think chat also anticipated that there are going to be way too many third parties, because if you look at the 6th zone, it was an way open. It was an open field area zone, and all the teams were outside of the zone. So it was obvious there are going to be a third party. There are going to be vehicle explosions as well, and that's exactly we saw in this game.
Yeah, that's exactly what we saw. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining in again for the fourth match of the day. The last game is going to be Miramar between Group C and Group T. This is a host Tinka Chaudhary, and we have with us Shadow as well. Talking about our sponsors, Loco, who is going to be our streaming partner. We are streaming in 6 languages on Loco. So if you are, looking out for a language or your regional language, that will be available on Loco. You can download it from the link given in the description. Our next partner is going to be our storage partner, WD Black, Western Digital Black, as you must have heard about it if you're into PCs and if you're into fast storages. If you want to get some NVMe drives or maybe SATA drives as well, you can go to WD Black and you can get them. Shopping partner comes up as Flipkart, and everybody knows Flipkart. They are also providing Flipkart vouchers as well, coupled with the cash prizes that we are going to give. Peripheral partners is going to be HyperX, coming in with their amazing headphones with awesome quality for gaming. Energy partner is going to be Monster Energy Drink for the energy that is being provided to all of us to cast and to the players as well. We all need energy to do some kind of work. Monster Energy comes up as a perfect partner for that. Zoing coming in as the our merchandise partner. If you want to get those t-shirts that have quotations about PUBG or about any other game, if you want to do that, you can go to their website and you can apply the code SKY40 to get an additional 40% off on the prices that are given on their site. So that's one thing that is going to go in your favor if you want to buy those merchandise at some discounted price.
Yes, definitely. You can get the merchandise of Zoink at a 40% discount. And if we talk about our peripheral device partner, that is HyperX. Like HyperX says, we all are gamers. And yes, we all are gamers. And our energy partner is a Monster Energy over here. And if we talk about the next match is going to be in Miramar. It is going to start in about few minutes. And last match was amazing, Dinkar. That grenade kill. Did you anticipate that last kill is going to be through a grenade?
Yeah, actually, it was a 1v4 fight, so I didn't expect that grenade to come in. And, at that perfect location, that was the main point there. The grenades being thrown at perfect locations, because when you are in these kinds of later phase of the circle, you don't expect, when you have the numbers advantage, they knew that this is a 4v1 fight, and they could have just they could have just gone into that fight without thinking about anything much. We have seen that happening. But then you might be just giving away a kill or two. We have seen that happening in the past as well, but they didn't want to give any chance to their opponents, so that's why they went in for that grenade first. They went in for that safer approach, a well-cooked grenade. As soon as that player from Insane made his way into the circle, he was greeted with a grenade, and he was greeted with an end as well, and he was eliminated at second position actually.
Team X players were like, we are not going to waste our ammo. We are going to just make use of the grenades. We are not rushing. We are not going anywhere. We'll just throw in a grenade and finish the job. We are not wasting our ammo anymore right now. So Team X,
Yeah,
very nice chicken dinner, but
yeah, well done. And we will be seeing a glimpse of it in the points table as well. When the points table comes up, they have got very good points. If you talk about the number of points, they have done well to farm them. Another team, as we were talking about, it was Reckoning. They actually gatekeeped really well when they were on the edge of the circle. They just stayed at the edge till they were forced to move into the circle by the phase of the circle. So we saw that, and as soon as they knew that this is the time to go in, they did a lot of damage before going into the circle. When they were on the edge, they just went in for that fight, and that fight actually went into their favor. They got 10 plus kills before the final phase, before the second last and third last circle. So that went into their favor. They eliminated a lot of squads. They got plethora of points, and that is going to help them cruise up to the top of the points table. Maybe they can be in top 3, even if they were eliminated rather earlier.
Dinkar, managing 10 plus kills in a tournament, it's not that easy. In classic matches, we can obviously expect above 10 kills, above 15 kills. These players can easily get them. In scrims also, players go for the risk, they go for the aggro mode. But when it comes to tournament, when you have got a 6 lakh prize pool at stake, players kind of tend to hold on to their position. Their aggro mode is not always on, but Team Reckoning, like you said, they managed to get 10 plus kills. Last I saw, they had 11 kills. I think that was amazing and commendable, no doubt.
Yeah, it was commendable. And talking about the schedule of our day one, as I already told you that it was starting from Erangel, finishing off at Miramar. We will be moving on to our last game of the day in a few seconds, which will be Miramar match 4. It is going to be between Group C and Group D. We had a lot of action in the first match of Group C and D as well. So it was Team Hex coming on top, I guess, and Insane coming up at second position. Let's see if both the teams will be able to recreate it in the next game as well, because it is very hard to recreate good things. You might get eliminated in initial phases. That's actually very common. But when you finish at the top, you have a bit of pressure to perform again, because you want to extend your lead. Both of these teams, even Reckoning, they will be looking to extend their leads as of now. So we'll have to wait for both of these squads, and we'll have to see how well they use the ridges and the vehicles in Miramar. And IGL plays a vital role in Miramar. If he can get you to a good spot where the zone will continue to support you, you'll have to show some less rotations. You will be able to pick off squads who will be showing rotation from your side. So I guess it will be very good for these squads if they can actually get to a very good position. Positioning is very important in Miramar.
Yes, definitely. And one more key role that is in Miramar is of the flanker, because if a player gets to manage to get a good flank and it's able to take down 1 or 2 knocks from the enemy team, then the team obviously gets in a good spot, gets in an advantage position, and they can directly just charge in. I think in Miramar, the flanker we'll have to definitely look out the flankers and the rotations those flankers make. But if a flanker gets spotted, he can easily get third partied or sprayed down, and that might be a trouble for the team. That might land them in a back foot situation.
Yeah, it might actually land them in a very tough situation. And we saw the flanker. If you remember the last Miramar game in Chumasera, we had Team X 420 OP going for that flank, but unfortunately he was not able to make good use of his flank just because three of his squad mates who were on the top side were on the other side. They just came in and they were not in the cover of his teammates. So let's move on to the points table, which has just arrived on our screens, and kind of expected. We expected HEXAGON to be on the top of the points table because they got a total of 10 points, and they also got the first position. So 15 plus 10 makes it 25 points game for them. Insane also coming up at third position. Dragonite, they also did well, coming in at second position. Insane was lacking on the kill part, so that's why they are pushed to the third ranking. But Dragonite coming in with 8 kills, they have made their way to second position with a total of 18 points. Reckoning also doing well, 11 points, but only 1 position point. So I guess if one of the players would have gone for that leg stump approach, if you remember leg stump, they actually went for the heal battle in the initial phase only. They had 7 to 10 health kits, but Reckoning, they had 11 kills. All of their players were totally focused on getting those kills. They got those kills, but only 1 position point. If you look at the points table right now on the first page, there is only one more squad. It's going to be Team GG HYDRA, now who are the second squad to actually get to the first part of the points table with only 1 kill point, only 1 point ranking point actually.
And yes, if we look at the bottom 10 teams, then at 11th position, we will see the Dope Esports with just 0 position points and 2 kill points that they managed to get a total 2 total points. 12th position, we have got Raven team with 1 position points, 2 kill points, that makes a total of 3 points. Platinum Esports at 13th position with 1 position point, 2 kill points, that makes it a total of 3 points. 14th position, Hail God's Ray with 0 position points and 2 kill points, that makes a total 2 points. 15th position, we have got 4 King Squad with a total of 0 position points and 1 kill point, that makes a total 1 point. 16th position, that we have 21st Era Squad with 1 position point and 1 kill point, that makes a total of 2 points. 17th position, we have Final Four Karnataka with a total of 2 points. 18th position, Team Kerala with a total of 1 point. MRZ team at 19th with 1 point. 20th position, we have RIP Officials with 0 points.
Yeah, I had a lot of expectations from RIP as well, but unfortunately, they went down very early into the game. Let's see if they will be able to do something in the second game of the day, which is going to be Miramar in a matter of few minutes. But yes, we had the points table. We had a top 20 teams, and we had that surprise of Reckoning as well, coming in with only 1 point in position side, but they got a lot of points in the kill side. They got a total of 11 points. That got their total to 12 points. If you can actually focus more on the ranking that they got, if they could have made it to top 6, maybe top 5, that would have given them a better lead. That might have got them into a top 3 finish or maybe a top 4 finish. Unfortunately, they were just eliminated. So let's see if they will be able to do something in this one, if they will be able to continue with the momentum in this one as well, if they will be able to get a lot of kills.
And Dinkar, if you remember, we were just talking about the kill points before the start of this match, and I think Team Reckoning proved it. The beauty of the kill points, they managed to get 11 kill points, because of which they are at the 4th position. Otherwise, like you said, at the position points, they have just got 1 position points. They might have landed at a very bad spot if they had not gotten those kill points.
Yeah, they will be focusing more on the ranking this time. And yes, when you take a lot of kill points, it does allow you to face a lot less teams in the final phase of the circle. When you are in any game, you want to eliminate as much teams as possible in the first few circles, and that will allow you to get into more fights, get into some less fights in the later phase of the game. You will have less teams to deal with, and Reckoning did that for the other squads, because at the end we only saw 2 squads fighting with each other. It was Team Hex and Team I guess Insane. It was who were fighting with each other in the end, and we had only 2 squads in the 8th circle, I guess it was. So Reckoning played a very vital role in that, as they managed to eliminate a lot of teams in the initial phase of the game. So we saw that happening. Maybe we'll see that happening again, as there are a lot of active squads, as there are a lot of squads who love to fight in the initial phase of the game. The trend earlier was that teams like to avoid early fights. They like to stay alive till the later circles. They like to stay alive till the final phase of the circle. But now we are seeing the meta is changing. Teams like to rotate early. They like to take fights whenever they can if they're inside the circle, and they want to eliminate others before going into the final phase of the circle.
Yes, definitely. And if we just look at the matches of the group A and B, like in the second match, Miramar, the points table changed drastically. The teams which didn't perform that well in the first match outperformed the teams outperforming in the first match in the second match. So we might be able to see the same thing happening in this match as well. And the match has already started. Let's see the plane path. The plane trajectory is already there. It's going from Campo Milta towards Valdemar.
So again, this time I would say that this fight was actually better than the past three fight paths that we have seen. It is actually covering most of the locations. If we talk about the centralized flight path that we are seeing right now, it starts from Campo Milta, goes to San Martin, Hacer El Petron, Picaro as well. We'll be covering the area of El Hazar, Crater Fields, El Pozo as well. If teams can actually rotate, if they can actually glide to those locations, that will be very good for them. Lost Wellness might be contested as well. We saw actually at least we saw around 2 to 3 squads in Lost Wellness last time. Let's see if that will be happening again. Tumasda might be taken as well. We saw two teams, Team Xpark also that took the drop of Chumosera in the last game. Let's see who's going to take that drop in this one. Insane Sport will be also looking for some early drops, and we are seeing Team 13 making their way to Tor Amuda. I guess that is a very northern side drop, extreme northern side drops. If you talk about extreme drops, we haven't seen a lot of squads going for extreme drops just because it is very hard to rotate in Miramar because of the vehicles that have very low health. So if you get spotted, if you get caught off guard in rotation, you will be going down without putting up any fight. Raven Squad is going to be that fight who are going to take that extreme drop as of now. We will be also waiting for the first circle to pop in, as it has a very a good effect on the later phase of the game. If the circle doesn't favor you, you will have to show a lot of rotation, and then we might see a cluttering on one side of the circle that can give rise to a lot of fights, and a lot of teams might be eliminated in the first few minutes.
Yes, the teams can get eliminated, and especially if the zone takes a hard shift towards the opposite side, where Team Raven is at the northern side. If the zone takes a hard shift towards the southern side, then Team Raven might be in a little bit more trouble during the rotation as well. And if you look at Max Dragon, he has got a level 1 vest and an M16. Is trying to spot some players in front of him. If we look, in front of him, if we see, there is team number 5, that is 4 King squad. 4 King didn't perform that well in the last match. We had to see an early exit from them. So let's see if Max Dragon will again be able to take 1 or 2 knocks from Team Maximus. We'll have to see that. For now, Dragon might want to hold on to this ridge and the compound, and will wait for his cavalry or teammates to come in, and then he might charge in or try and get some knocks from team number 5, that is 4 King squad.
Yeah, King actually coming in with 4 players again. And if you talk about them, they were eliminated very early in the last game. They will be trying to make a name for themselves in this one. Looking at the position right now, Max has some good angles, has the high ground advantage as well. They will be trying to get some information on the players of King. As King Guru OP goes towards the backside, he will be trying to rotate completely from the right hand side towards the top hill, but he has been spotted by Dragon. Dragon actually didn't spot him. He was right on the right hand side, but unfortunately Dragon wasn't able to spot him, and now Dragon is actually exposing himself. Guru might be the guy. If he can actually get to the top hill for his squad, they can actually do a lot of damage to Dragon. Right now, this might seem like a 1v1 fight, but Guru OP is trying to fall back. Dragon might be able to get a shot or two on him. Guru also, he has that M416, but on the contrary, if you look at Team 18, he's not having that auto gun. He's still using that M16, but he manages to connect it. Dragon coming in with some beautiful tap shot, gets rid of Guru, and he has actually done a lot of damage even after the knockout. So Guru will get confirmed here. It will be King losing out on their first player in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Yes, in the first 4 minutes, Team King have already lost their 1 player, so I think this team might want to hold on to, will go for a passive approach towards this game. And on the other hand, Team Maximus, they will be very happy with this 1 kill. They have got a good start. They have managed to get 1 kill, that also with an M16, and Guru, he had an M416. If he had taken that fight with Dragon, there is a possibility he might have been able to get that knock, but he tried to retreat. And in Miramar, whenever you try to retreat, you will get sprayed down very easily. And look at team number 12. Team number 12 is looting away some compounds, and very adjacent to them, we can already see team number 10 as well.
Actually, Dragon didn't give him any chance to fire back on him. If you look at Guru OP, he was just trying to fall back, as you said, and Dragon, he took down the opportunity. He saw when it was the right time to throw the shots, and he took those shots, he connected them, and he got that knock in confirmation at the right time. Now if you look at Team 12, they're trying to use that high ground advantage. They're trying to put that to good use. F4K still split up. We might see a 1v1 fight coming into play. And if you see the distribution of the squads right now, squads are completely uniformly distributed on all the corners of the map. We have seen that happening in most of the games that we have casted. Team 16 on the eastern edge, they will need to make it into the circle. The first circle has taken a northern shift. It doesn't matter much in the first phase, just because the circle is so big in Miramar in the first phase and the second phase. After the second and third phase, it will start to matter a lot, just because teams will be in a closer proximity. Just because Miramar is a very big map, in the initial phases, it is kind of easier to rotate if you choose the right path. So that will be one thing to look at. Insane kind of split right now on the eastern side of San Martin. They're trying to loot these areas. Picardo has been taken by Team Hale. They're also looking for some easy vehicles. I guess one of the player has already moved out of Picardo. Team 17 on the outskirts of Picardo. They are very much split. One of the player is in a very close proximity to Team NDX. The other player is in a very close proximity to Team 20. And F4K on the receiving end, as one of the player has been knocked out. He might get confirmed as well, as he's isolated completely from his squad. He's trying to connect some shots. He's trying to damage Goku YT. He has managed to do that as well, but will they be able to revive WP? That's the very.
Yes, and he will also get knocked out from MRZ team's player, and let's see if BvsD will be able to give him revive, because let's see if he's at the rooftop. It is going to be a challenge for BvsD to give him revive, because first he'll have to make some smoke cover and then he'll be able to give revive. But let's see, Pain might go in and give revive to his teammate, but team number 12 is looking close in or charge in. We'll have to see if they do that, but as of now they are holding on to their position, so we won't be able to see any push or charge towards team number 10.
Yeah, just as you said that Abhi was in a very tough spot. He was on the top of that building, and Goku made good use of it. He didn't allow Abhi to fall back. He got a knock. He got that confirmation at the right time as well. And now Team F4K is down to 3 guys. And Goku YT, who was acting as a flanker from his squad, same situation would have been for him as well. If he would have been knocked out, that would have gone the same way as Abhi, if I'm not wrong. MRZ squad on the other hand, they have 4 guys standing. They have already got that initial knock to start with. And now Team F4K, they will start to go a little passive. They will start to unite. They will give up on their angles. They will take some less risks. And now even if you can see Devil, he's also moving very cautiously. All the moves he's making, he's cautious of his surroundings. He's not trying to take any risk as of now. And this is what happens when you lose out on one of your players. Your pairing will be broken. You will be playing with 3 guys. Your strategy will change completely. And now F4K, they need to up their ante in this game, or else they can get eliminated by Team 12.
Yes, they might get eliminated by Team 12. They might want to unite and stick around and hold on to this compound, because it's favoring them. Zone is also favoring them. But on the other hand, Forking Zod, a perfect grenade comes in and he will be taking down player from Team Hale as well. And I can see Manu also cooking a grenade. And if this grenade gets connected, we might be able to see more than one knock. But nah, this grenade won't connect, and Team Forking players are safe as of now. But there's coming a net grenade as well. But this grenade will also not connect, because Manu doesn't have an idea where Team Forking players are holding on to their position. Back-to-back frags are going on, but nah, there won't be much damage over there.
Again, Forking, a very experienced squad. They knew that the grenades will be coming in onto their houses, so they actually positioned themselves really well, as they were already down by 1 player. One of their player was eliminated very early going into the game, and now they are trying to use their numbers that are here. I guess they only have 2 players standing here. Hale, on the other hand, they will be trying to bring the full cover here. All the players of Hale will come in to provide that cover. Yes, all the 4 players have arrived at the location, and if you talk about Forking, they are being bombarded with a lot of grenades from all sides, but they have managed to survive. They have shown some good potential, survival potential. Now some smoke being thrown. I guess they know that Forking is not having full numbers here, and they must have read the kill feed as well. Zod on very low health. He's trying to pop in the health kit, but Vicious trying to rush in. It's going to be Forking versus Hale. Hale high on numbers, high on gunpowder as well. Vicious trying to rush in. As Forking goes down just because of the lack of numbers that they had. Hale made good use of their numbers. They just rushed in at the right time, at the right location, considering the circumstances, and they have got the rewards for it. They have not lost out on any of their players, but they have got a total of 2 kills to start with. So well done, Team Hale.
Yes, well done. They've managed to get 2 kills without any casualty. But Miramar, vehicle blast we always see, and Team Dope players have been finished off because of vehicle blast. I can already see that in the kill feed as well. I want to know how many players are left with Team Dope as well. They were, if we look at the drop location, they had dropped at southern side of the map, and they were trying to, I think, enter into the zone when their vehicle got sprayed down. But Team Hale seems very happy. They have gotten 2 kills, and they might want to rotate from overhead. They might want to change their position. But if you look at Team ANTRIX 7, he has gotten hold of a hill over there, and he has already spotted team number 6 players. Let's see that aim team. If 7 will be aim.
Yeah, well said, Shadow team. If we talk about ANTRIX, they have gone on towards the ridge and AimSport trying to move away from here, but Seven will be trying to stop them as he sprays them down. Skarel, again, one of the toughest guns to control in mid-range. If you talk about it, M416 rather easier to control. And Yash comes in with that M416, gets a knock for a squad. Maybe this is the starting of the rush for ANTRIX, as Yash has got that knock and now he has already started to flank towards the right-hand side. One of the players from ANTRIX has completely rotated. If you talk about aim squad, on the other hand, they are well split. They will be going in for the travel as well. The other players, on the other hand, will be trying to stop the rush. As of now, they have put themselves on the good cover, and they are trying to use that hard cover to stop the rush, to suppress the rush that might be coming in from the players of Team 3.
Yes, definitely. And Yash, the flanker, very nice flank coming in from him. But Raiden will be taking down ANTRIX 7 with that M24. So 7 might want to get revived easily. Team will Yash, but bullets won't connect, and there isn't much damage he's able to give to team number 6 plus. Let's see how Yash performs over here. He wants to get that initial knock again so that his team can directly charge in towards team aim. But Yash might want to flank a little hard flank we might see from Yash. And if we talk about Team Insane, is an engaging fight with team LEGSTUMP. A grenade is coming from Puali, and this grenade can do a lot of damage. Syringe might get knocked out. Grenade, and one grenade coming from team number 1 as well. Puali barely 1 HP is surviving over here. His teammate Ranadeep OP is also at a very low HP.
Now there are 3 guys standing, but a lot of grenades coming in from LEGSTUMP, and LEGSTUMP are using their utilities very well. In the last game as well, they managed to get a top 6 finish just because of the health kits that they had, and now they are trying to pop in those grenades. They are trying to go to the other side of the coin. ID Prince still trying to hold on to his location, not giving away anything. He's waiting for the players of team LEGSTUMP to make a mistake. Team Insane is already down to 2 players, and they just got revived a little while ago. Puali's are already been knocked out. I guess LEGSTUMP will get that confirmation. Prince trying to pop in some smokes as of now, but I don't think the revival is going to be possible, as all the players of team LEGSTUMP are on that side only. So I guess it's going to be very hard for team Insane to get that revival done. They will be down to 2 guys. Randeep, I can't see him as of now. Let's see where Randeep is. Randeep is actually coming in from the back side. He needs to use come in to actually compensate for the numbers that they have. Having 4 numbers. Randeep again being shot at. He took some shots on Syringe, but unfortunately it was not enough as Joker tries to flank from the other side. But he has already got one more player. They are actually moving in pairs just because of the good numbers that they have, and actually very easily. ID Prince will survive as the only player, as I guess he's looking for a fallback. The vehicle is up and ready for him. Will he be going for that fallback? That still remains a question. It will be very hard, as Team LEGSTUMP has made their way to ID Prince as well.
And I think ID Prince is possible. He takes finished off by Bhishma, but before going, he managed to take 1 kill, give 1 casualty to team LEGSTUMP as well. If talk to team LEGSTUMP, very nice rush towards team Insane, very nice defended. The grenades were on point, perfect grenades. I always feel LEGSTUMP performs really good in Miramar. Miramar is the speciality. I've seen this team performing really well in Miramar.
Boys, and now it's ANTRIX trying to rush in on the players of AIM, and it's still 4 guys standing. AIM, one of the players has been knocked out. It's going to be MAXIMUS actually who has been knocked out. ANTRIX trying to rush in on the players of AIM. If you talk about, I guess it's going to be one of the players from Team 6 on the right hand side. The other players are still on the left hand side, and ANTRIX will be going in for that revival, as but will get knocked out just because of the cover that was provided by his opponent. Beautiful cover coming in, but he will get knocked out by the vehicle explosion. 7 trying to compensate for that knock, will be trying to get that counter knock. As of now, 2 players moving in at the same time. It will be a fight, and it won't help Team 6 as they get flushed in the process of applying that health kit.
That was a very nice rush from Team ANTRIX. They have easily managed to take down Team AIM without any casualty. They have landed 4 kills in their favor. And if we look at Team PL, they didn't perform that very good in the last match. They are trying to engage in a fight with team number 9 over here. They are in a 2-2 split. Let's see if they take a fight. And once over here is standing in trouble with his vehicle.
Yeah, must try. Whenever you are using a bike, you do have a lot of troubles going in. Anyways, if you talk about Team PL, they have got a nice little compound to the name. They were engaging in a fight, but now they have managed to get away from that fight, because if they actually fought at that point of time, it would have gone against them. One of the players has already been knocked out, so I guess they would have wanted to use their numbers.
They might want to take advantage of these numbers, use these numbers in their favor, and I can already see one player is down in team PL as well, and team number 9 is trying to charge towards them. I can see the smoke walls already forming over there. Let's see the PL Trilok. They might get backstabbed by team Nox as well, because I can see team Nox Plus are also rushing in from the behind. They have to be very careful. They might want to hold on to this compound, because if right now they charge in towards team number 9, they will easily get backstabbed by team Nox as well.
Yeah, PL, still 4 guys standing. They have got 0 kills to the name, but yes, they have survived till the time. We only have 16 teams alive. And actually, if you talk about Erangel and Miramar, Miramar is actually turning out to be a home for more fights. If you compare it to the last Erangel that we had, in the 4th circle, we had more than 60 players alive, more than 64 players alive, I guess. But this time, we only have 61 players alive, and the zone again taking an eastern shift. Just like the last few games that we have seen, a lot of hard shifts are coming through, and most of the squads are on the edges, and Team 18 also have a better part of the circle onto their hands. But Team DRG, they have a good compound into the circle. Reckoning is on the other end, on the high ground. Reckoning won't be giving up on that high ground just because they are inside of the safe zone as of now, just because the zone shifted towards the eastern side. Now the teams who are on the outside, MRZ, they might just engage in a fight just because there is one more squad to engage in the fight outside the circle, as the circle will start to close in a matter of 58 seconds. So that is going to be one thing we have to look at. PL Trilok trying to take some shots, but unfortunately won't be able to connect. But Trip Squad will connect as of now, as he gets a knock for his squad.
Yes, if you look at mini-map, the team number 15, Team Nox, was in a 2v2 split. It was trying to enter into the zone. Team PL or Team Rip have easily taken them down, and Team Rip managed to do that. On the other hand, if you look at the kill feed, LEGSTUMP Joker will be finished off. From Team Kerala also one knock is coming on, and Team Nox, one more player is down. Team number 7 plus, but he managed to get some damage himself. And if you look at Nox Clay is also getting some damage over here. He is between 2 squads, that is team number 14 and team number 20 as well. He has to be very careful over here. He has just gotten a little cover from the 2 ridges, but he can easily get sprayed down either from team number 14 or from team number 20.
Yeah, Maxi survived at the right time by the use of reflexes that he showed, and he proned at the right time to get rid of that spray, but after that he was knocked out again, and now Kerala is in a lot of trouble again. Maxi was on the high ground, so it will be harder for him to revive. He has already made his way to the downside. Their vehicles well, but Team HEXAGON gets knocked out by one of the players from anything. As soon as they have got that knock, they went for that confirmation as well. Both the regional teams fighting for glory here, as one of the players from Team Hex is on the top right now. We saw Team Kerala actually using that high ground advantage really well. They made their way to the top, but now the things have changed. The tables have turned because the player, it was Maxi was on the top. He was knocked out. He went down to go for that revival, but Rip Squad is not stopping this time. One after the another, they are getting a lot of knocks. They were not able to redeem themselves in the last game, but this time they are coming back very strongly, and we are seeing a lot of shots coming in from them in the kill feed, and they are getting a lot of knocks. Let's see if the confirmation will be coming through or not, or is it just struggle to get those knocks and to make their way into the circle.
But Kerala team is getting that perfect knock, and now team number 7 will also get a one knock. The LEGSTUMP Bhishma has been knocked out. Very perfect spray coming from Team Hex. Avi 591, and he will get the job done. He'll finish Bhishma and will get one kill for his team as well. Team number 7 Hex Avi has to enter into the zone, and team number 9 Team Kerala is already there, and I can see team number 1 plus as well, but I think they have changed their path. Though Artemis is the last player standing from his team, if I'm not wrong, from Team LEGSTUMP. He might want to go for those position points right now, and Avi is trying over here to get not spotted, but I think team number 9 already heard his footsteps. Let's see how he manages to hold on to this position. He's outside of the zone. He can't hold on to for very long. He'll have to rush towards team number 9.
Yeah, the 4th zone will start to close in a matter of 70 seconds, so we'll have to look forward to that, as well as Revan gets a knock on ANTRIX. Gets the confirmation at the same time. Again, the same thing happening. Kerala not looking for a fight outside the circle. Team Hex is down to 2 players, and if that player from LEGSTUMP would have done a third party on Team Hex, that would have been very good for him, as Team Kerala would have easily wiped out Team Hex, but Team Hex survived for the time being, as they won that 1v1 fight that have put them in a good situation. Kerala, Mr. OP on the other hand, trying to make his way onto the circle, and in the process of that, he's also trying to gather some more information. He's trying to see which squads are rotating from which side. Gets knocked out. Oh my, that was a beautiful spray coming in from the other side. But yes, a lot of squads have already started to show rotation, as the zone will start to close in, and we have more than 50 players inside the 4th zone that is going to close in a little while.
And PL Trilok has already been finished, and a perfect grenade is coming from Mr. OP. This grenade could have connected, but Mr. OP is getting some damage from Team PL as well. They're directly barged into the compound of Team PL. Let's see how they manages to take this fight, because I can already see team number 19 is also trying to enter into the zone. They might fill in, or they might want to pitch in into this fight and do a third party, but on the other hand, GG Spray takes down, and they are doing a third party. They have already taken down Team Kerala. One player, that is Muzzy, has been knocked out by team number 19.
Trilog was confirmed just while Kerala was trying to rotate into this area. Mazi has been, I guess, knocked out. He will be waiting for that revival. But PL has this chance, since one of the players from Kerala has been knocked out. They are looking for a survival here. They're looking to fall back here. But they might be third parties as well, just like Kerala got third party just a while ago with the other squad as well. Kerala trying to get a hold of this compound. They're not trying to go all in. Yes, they stand in completely, but still they are trying to wait here. Can just cost them this game here, so they are trying to survive. But a lot of squads are Artemis, I guess he's the only player surviving from his squad, so he's also waiting at the edge. Hail Spot on the other hand, they are 4 players standing, but for some reason they are holding their area outside the circle. The centrish zone is still up for grabs. The location that is near to that airdrop, it is still up for grabs. There is than looking for a fight. Finally, they have started to rush in. It's going to be Mr. OP who's trying to rush in with that M762, clearing the backside, and now that all the players are. That 1v2 fight, it gets another knock, and now it might be 40 Ninja who gets another. Oh my god, he does a 1v2 to keep his squad alive, but this is still a 2v2 fight for that revival. And I guess one more player, it's going to be Gaskins, who will be trying to suppress the rush as of now. It is an amazing fight that is turning out to be, and the circle has favored them, so they can elongate this fight for a longer time.
Yes, they might want to elongate this fight, and from play zone, I can already see Team Hail players are taking an exit. They are being finished because of play zone. ANTRIX 7 will also get finished because of the play zone, and Team Kerala, just look at the smoke. They have completely blocked an enemy's viewpoint. Team GG, if we talk about team number 19, Team GG is looking at a good spot. They are trying to gatekeep all the teams which are on the north and east, northwestern side. Team Raven, they have managed to get 2 kills from Team Raven as well, but Team PL will get eliminated by Team Kerala, and team number 19, Team GG players, are already low on HP. Blasty needs to heal up and gain that HP really fast. One player I can already see is down over there from Team GG, and I can see Raven Brar is trying over here to not get spotted by Blasty, and is trying to get that knock. He's trying somehow to knock Blasty over there. Grenade is coming, and if this grenade gets connected, GG Blasty will get easily knocked out, but no, that grenade doesn't get connected, but manages to get some damage, to Blasty.
Yeah, but Blasty has exposed grenade, but in the process of that, he has exposed himself. He will be down a little while, as a lot of squads are coming in from the right hand side and also from the left hand side. But Team GG trying to come back in the game, as they have already spotted the players of Raven. The smokes are an indication that yes, there are players here, but it is also saving the players of Team GG from getting flushed. After from just a while ago, but Team GG still 3 players standing. A lot of vehicle explosion coming into play. Spray will get that knock connected on Raven, which is the other player will get a lot of damage done by the play zone, and it will be Team GG coming out on top in this fight by the extinction of Raven Brar in this fight.
Team GG had the advantage of the zone. They were trying to gatekeep, and they were already giving damage to Team Raven players, and they definitely managed to win this fight as well. But if you look at the position of the team number 12, Team 12 zone, and team number 4, oh my god, they are looking really good. They have to be careful from team number 8, but I can already see Team Rick players have a higher ground. They have a good position. They can take down from players from team number 8 as well, but Team Reckoning Drift OP will take down 1 knock, and I think they can manage some more new knocks and kills from team number 12 as well, as I can already see Taz doing that single tap shot from M16, but is not able to give much damage to the players. On the other hand, Team Reckoning Noob will take down RIP Squad Mafia as well.
So they are making the out of it, and 6 single taps not connecting, unfortunately, but let's see if we'll be able to connect those in the later phases. These 2 squads made good use of their opportunities, made good use of their space, and Reckoning, if you remember, just 2-3 minutes ago they had only 2 kills in their belt, and now they have got a total of 10 kills in their pocket, so that's good thing coming in from them. And now they have an information over Team 6-8 as well, because they know all the other places they have already cleared, so there is only one place that these players can be, and Team 8, they are in the low ground. Team 4 on the other hand, they have the high ground advantage. But if you look look at it, the circle, if it shifts to a teammate, that will be very good for them. If it shifts to a reckoning, that will be very hard for teammate because they won't be able to make their way to the top. Team reckoning, they have only 3 players standing. If you talk about team 8, they have 4 players up for them, so it will be a 4v3 fight. But team reckoning is leading in the kill. If you talk about the kills, they have a total of 10 kills. So let's see if team number 8 if they will be able to neutralize this high ground advantage that they have with the number advantage that they are having. Let's see if reckoning will be going down or if they will be taking some initial knocks, and will they rush in, because a rush in might be a possibility here as well.
Yes, there is a possibility of directly rushing in, but Team Reckoning won't risk it as far as I feel. They're going to wait for the zone to shift, and the zone is favoring team number 8 for MD squad over there. So Team Reckoning either will have to go for a heal battle, or they will have to rush in towards team number 8. They might want to get an initial knock, and after that we can see them rushing towards team number 8 for MD squad, because they have to enter into the zone. They have got 16 seconds over here. They have to go towards team number 8. Their lower ground, they were at a disadvantage. If you talk about 4MD, they were at a disadvantage. They had a low ground, but zone helped them. Zone is helping them. So let's see who will be able to get this chicken dinner. An exotic has been spotted.
4MD is also outside the circle, and they are actually very far away from the circle. If you talk about reckoning, they are still team 4MD. They are in a very tough situation. They are in a very tough spot. 4MD trying to make their way. Beautiful spray does a lot of damage to Taz, but it won't be enough to knock him out. Nubaiti on the other hand trying to rush in on the other bridge. But exotic goes down by red, and it will be enough, and it will be done and dusted. Reckoning getting that chicken dinner with a total of 10 kills. Amazing chicken dinner from Reckoning Sport.
Yes, an amazing chicken dinner from Team Reckoning. Last match, if you remember, they were not able to get those position points. They managed to get some kill points, but in this match, they are able to get the chicken dinner and the kill points as well.
Yeah, they did really well to get those points for them, and they have done well to survive till the time. I was talking about how the ranking points were not enough in the last one, and they managed to compensate for that. They have actually managed to get a lot of points. If you talk about their kills, they got, I guess, 10 to 11 kills. So we'll be looking at that as well as the points table will come through. And on top of that, if you couple their ranking points with their kill points, that is going to give them enough points to get a lead over other squads. Because if you total the points of all the groups, Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D, Reckoning has been very consistent with their kills as well. And in this match, they also got some good ranking points. That was a chicken dinner. That's the best you can do. So I guess they are going to end this day on top of the point table.
Yes, most definitely level-headed consistency from Team Reckoning we have seen. If we talk about the kills, they have managed to get superbly. In this match also, they have managed to get 10 plus kills. In the last match also, they had 11 kills. They are dominating. We don't see such type of performances in the tournaments where teams always goes for the passive gameplay, but no, Team Reckoning is going for the aggro mode. They are confident in their gun power, in their skills. They know they can easily manage to get the kills, and they are going for those kills. For them, it doesn't matter what's the position point. As far as I could see, they were not looking for the position points. They were like, we have to get the kills, as many kills as possible. After that, we'll see what happens to the position points. And with this attitude and this approach, they have managed to get the chicken dinner as well, and a proper consistency in the last match and this match. I think I can see them in the top 2 position as well for now, or maybe at the top position as well. They might be topping the table as well after this.
And we're talking about how the positioning by the IGL can be an important aspect in these games, and it did happen. If you talk about Team Reckoning, they were in a very good spot and they made good use of it. Yes, the opportunities can be made by IGL, but the team players, they need to make good use of it. And Reckoning was only 3 players standing in the last circle, but still, since they had the advantage of the high ground, they had a little bit of favor of the circle as well. They made good use of it. They made quick work of their opponents, and they got the reward for it. And both of the squads were in the circle in the 7th phase of the zone. That's why they managed to survive even after that hardship. And they were lucky to get that circle. But on top of that, they also used their skills to counter those players who were trying to make their way into the circle. In the later phases, I guess there was a lot less use of vehicles, which might have seen us getting a lot of teams in the final phase of the circle. But since teams were trying to make their way into the circle by the use of their feet, unfortunately, they were flushed in the process of going into the zone.
And think of one more team which managed to get many kill points was Team GG, team number 19. If you look at the minimap, if you remember the minimap location of them, they were at the north.
Alright, guys, the points table for match 4 has arrived on our screens. It's going to be Reckoning Esports. It was expected for them to top the points table with a total of 26 points, 11 kill points, and I guess they got 10 kill points in the last one as well. So amazing performance from these boys. 21 plus kill points in 2 games itself. Amazing feat coming in from Reckoning Esports. Second position goes to Rip Official with a total of 18 points in the match for Kerala, coming in at third position thanks to 7 kill and the 8 position points that they got. They also have a total of 15 points. They have a draw with 21st era. And if you talk about them, they have also got 15 points. But since Team Kerala had higher kill points, they have managed to make their way to top 3. Team GG HYDRA coming in at 5th position after a tremendous run when it came to the final phase of the fights. They did really well. But unfortunately, the zone didn't favor them. They have got a total of 13 points. Sixth position went to Dragonite, again coming in with nine total points and 3 kill points. MRZ at 7th position with a total of 7 points. 8th position goes to LEGSTUMP with a total of 5 points and kill points. They had 5 kill points. And now we'll move on to the second part of the points table.
Yes, at 11th position, we can already see Team Hexagon with a total of 1 position point and 1 kill point. That makes a total of 2 points. At 12th position, we can see Riven Officials with 1 position point, 1 kill point. That makes it a total of 2 points. 13th, we see Team Maximus having an early exit with a total of 1 position point and 1 kill point. That makes it a total of 2 points. 14th position, we can see Team Insane with 1 point. At 15th position, final for Karnataka with 1 position point. At 16th position, Nox Officials with a total of 1 point. 17th position, Platinum Esports with a total of 1 point. 18th position, Foking with 0 points. 19th position, Aim Gaming with 0 points. 20th position, Dope Esports with 0 points.
Insane did really well in the first game. They went to the top 2 in the ranking points, and in this game they were eliminated very early. So it is going to affect them in the points table. Let's see if they will be consistent tomorrow. If they will be get some more points as we go on to the next few games that are going to be held tomorrow. And yes, the teams did well. Specifically, Reckoning, the most consistent team of the day. They had more than 10 average kills in both the games. So that was amazing from them.
Yes, that was definitely amazing. And yes, teams, PUBG is all about ups and downs. Day one, if didn't go for few teams, didn't go well for few teams, they definitely have day two as well in their favor. They can work it up. They can definitely improvise their strategies, their gameplays. And I think every team is very good. They have got amazing gunpowder. So I don't think teams need to get disappointed over here. They can definitely make a superb comeback and get qualified for the next round as well. But Team Hexagon, yes, undoubtedly this team was just whooping kills from all over the place. They were just seeing the players and going for the kills, and they did manage to get 10 plus kills in both the matches. That is definitely commendable.
Yeah, Team X also did well. Specifically in the first game, they were very strong. They got those good positioning for them. Reckoning also coming in with a very good positioning in the second game, which was Miramar. Miramar, if the zone favors you, you can have a good game. And they had a high ground as well that actually sparked up the potential that they had. They had good potential. We saw that in Erangel, when even if the zone was not favoring them, they made good use of the edges. They made good use of the gatekeeping and zone keeping. They got a lot of kills. And then moving on to the next phase, when they went to Miramar, when the zone was favoring them, yes, they got a lot of kills. They gatekeeped for a lot of squads who were trying to rotate into the circle. They divided themselves well. We saw 2 players on the western side and 2 players coming in on the northern side, trying to stop all the squads from coming in, and that did actually help them in the later phase of the game because they had less teams to fight too. And then we had Team GG on the northern side of the circle trying to clear up houses, but they were finished by the play zone as well, as they delayed their fight a lot. So that was one thing going against them. And if you look at Team GG, Team Reckoning, they were the kill leaders. But yes, Reckoning Esports did really well to do well in both of the games. Specifically in the second game, when the zone favored them, they got a chicken run as well. In the first game, the zone was not favoring them, but still they got a lot of kills. In the second game, the zone did favor them, and they made the best out of it. They got an 11 kill chicken run and 26 points in one game. It's massive.
Yes, it's massive. And I've got a news for my viewers as well, guys. Please stay on the stream. These were the match standings, not the overall standings of the day one. Please stay on the stream. Overall standings for the day one will be on your screen in just a few minutes. Just wait for a few minutes and you will get to know which team is leading after the day one standings. Though I'm also excited to see, because the 2 matches, I think teams have played variably. Like few teams were leading in the first match, then they had an early exit in the second match. So I want to see the kill feed of the leaderboard for the day one, and if you guys also want to see, Please stay on the stream. The leaderboard is coming just in few minutes.
Yeah, teams have a target. Teams want to, go on the top 10 rankings, and we saw 40 teams fighting with each other in the first 4 games of the day in the day one of the quarterfinals. And when you end up in your aim, when you end up in your preferred ranking in the first day itself, that does boost your confidence. And talking about the confidence, the teams who will be in the bottom 30 today, they will be trying to up their ante. They will be taking it more seriously. They will be trying their best to survive as of now. They will have a clear picture of how many points they want. They should have to make it to top 10. They will be having an average at the end of the day, because points table, it does give out a lot of aspects. Yes, it will give you top 10 rankings. It will give you the teams who will be top 10 today, but it will also give you an average of how many points you will want to have at the end of day 4. Because if a team with 20 points is at 10th position today, so it means that at the end of fourth day you will have at least you will want to have at least 80 points with you, so that you can survive into the semifinals. So you will have a clearer aim, and by having that aim, you can actually go YOLO in the next few days that we are going to have. Anyways, we had a lot of squads who had very good games, maybe 30 plus points. They will be having 30 plus points in just 2 games, so that is a very good average, and I guess that can land you in top 5 if you continue that will be you going into top 5 in the overall points table that is going to come in a little while. Let's see what happens, and let's see who will be topping the table. I guess it's kind of clear. It might be reckoning ending up on the top spot, but it will be very good. It will be very interesting to see the other teams, like who's going to come at second position, who's going to come at third position, because there was no other squad who actually showed the same kind of domination like reckoning.
Yes, no other team in all the 4 matches, no other team has shown the domination that team Reckoning has shown. So that this team is definitely in the top. I can already feel that. In fact, you can also say that. The other team which I'm also looking forward to is Team Hexagon. Team Hexagon was leading the points table in the last match. They had total 25 points, and let's see where they land up after this match. And DROGONITePGS as well. I think DROGONITePGS had an early exit in this match. Last match, they were at the second position, and Team Insane as well. Let's see where these two teams find themselves in the overall standings of combined both the matches.
Yeah, the the new points table and the kill point from the squads, it has made a big difference in the points table, and it will be very hard to guess who is going to come in the top 3. And specifically talking about out of the 40 teams that played today, yes, there were a lot of squads who were not able to be consistent, who were not able to perform well in both the matches. They were eliminated very early in both the matches, and this happens. You have bad days, and if you have bad days, you'll have good days as well. So I guess after these 2 games, that if some teams have been eliminated very early in the first 2 games, they will have chances on day 2, on day 3, and day 4. That's why we have a lot of matches, so that if you have a bad day, then the next day you can actually prove your worth, and you can do well to come on top.
Yes, definitely. And when an underdog team comes on the top, I, as a caster, feel very happy. And in fact, when they get an opportunity like Skyesports is giving them, like Team Hexagon performed superbly well in the last match. And I want to see this team reach till the underdog teams, at least 1 or 2 underdog teams, reach till finale and compete with the top dogs. And I think they can even outperform them if they play their cards very well. They play their strategies very well. So I am excited to see that also, how these teams will adjust their strategies, their gameplay when they reach to the next round and compete with the top dogs teams.
Actually, if you talk about it, 10 teams will get a chance to fight against the top teams from PMPL. There will be 14 invited teams, and we'll have the semi-final coming into play, and you'll have a prize pool every day. So it will be very interesting to see if any underdog team can actually claim that prize pool, and if they can take down the 14 top teams that are going to come. The real test is going to start from them. Yes, the test is very hard right now as well, but when you go against those teams who have played on the international level, who have actually done well for your country as well, and they have represented your country at some place, so yes, they must have something that they have, they have that actually has taken them to that top spot. So maybe there's going to be a very hard test for these squads who are still kind of underdogs, and they have worked hard as well. But when they are put against those teams, it will be very interesting to see how these teams can actually perform against those squads.
Yes, that will be very exciting to see how these teams will perform with those squads, and they will definitely have to improvise on their strategies as well, because every team has their own fixed drop locations as well, and they might not want to contest some other team's drop location and engage in an early fight, so they might change their drop location as well according to the situation and the teams that are in their groups as well. So we'll have to see that also happening, and let's see which teams are in the top 5. I want to know. I'm just excited for the leaderboard to come up, and I want to know which teams are in the top 5. And I think people in the chat are also very excited for that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we have been waiting for it. Like we started the stream at 1 p.m. and from that time only we were very interested to know which teams will perform well today, which teams will be going on the top of the points table. And yes, that wait is going to end in a little while. We'll be waiting for the points table to come in, as the management is working really hard to get everything fluently on our streams and on our screens.
Yes, management is definitely working hard. Skyesports is definitely working hard. And guys, please make sure you follow Skyesports on their official Instagram as well, because Skyesports is definitely giving opportunities to all the underdog teams as well. And be it the regional teams or any team, they are giving opportunity to all the good performing underdog teams as well. And you guys can also follow Loco TV. Also, all the streams, all the matches in 6 different languages are being streamed on Loco as well. So you guys can check Loco as well. All the links are in the description right now.
Yeah, everything is provided in the description, and we showed you the schedule and the schedule for tomorrow as well. It is provided in the description. So if you want to know which matches will be held tomorrow, you can wait for that as well, and you can actually go in the description to read that. On top of that, if you talk about the matches that were held today, it was Erangel, Miramar, Erangel, Miramar. Tomorrow there will be a change of maps. There will be a change of groups as well, because today we had A versus B, then we had C versus D. But I guess tomorrow we'll be having post A versus C, so that's going to be one thing. And so when you go to the 28th August, it will be A versus C, then it will be B versus D. Then when we go on to the next day, which is going to be 29th of August, that will be the last day of the quarterfinals. On that day, we'll change it again to A versus D, so as to give every team a taste of every other sport. So that's a mix up that has been seen at a lot of places, and yes, it is being shown here as well. So these kind of mix ups are very important.
Yes, definitely. Every group will get a chance to play with the other groups. And guys, you can see the overall standings after the total 4 matches on your screens right now. And Team Reckoning with 38 points is at the top position. And they have managed to get 1 chicken dinner. And total position points, if we talk about, they've got 16 position points and 22 kill points. I think that's the highest for now. And that makes it a total of 38 points. And if we talk about Future Station, they also managed to get 1 chicken dinner in their favor. And look at position points. I think Future Station was aiming for the position points and it worked in their favor. They've got the highest position points, that is 23 and 10 kill points. That makes it a total of 33 points, Dinkar.
Yeah, they have done well to end up at second position on this day. And if you look at the difference between the two teams, the top two teams, it's not much. So I guess Future Station has done well considering how well Reckoning Esports has done. If you talk about third position, Hexagon, again no surprises there. Fourth position, Dragonite coming in at that position with a draw at 27 points. Both the teams actually getting same ranking points and kill points. So Hexagon and Dragonite will both finish up at third and fourth position respectively. Fifth position will go to Furious 5 with 25 points. Sixth position, 8-bit. 8-bit also was very consistent in the first 2 games. We were talking about that, and yes, they have done well to reach at sixth position.
Yes, definitely. And at 11th position, if we see, we have got 21st Era, which haven't got in the top 10 teams. They haven't managed to get the chicken dinner, but position points and kill points they have got very much. And if you look at the blind, just look at the kill points. They have managed to get 12 points, and they're the 15th position with a total of 14 points. If they had managed to get some position points as well, I think blind would have found themselves in a better spot in the overall standings today. But if we also talk about Team LIVECRAFT as well, same thing. They've got LIVECRAFT and Mayhem as well. They've got 11 and 9 kill points respectively. If these 3 teams had managed some position points as well, they would have been in the top 10 as well.
Yeah, they would have done well. They would have actually, if they would have focused on those ranking points, that could have taken them on to the first chart of the points table. Hexagon officials ending up at 20th position with 13 points. 100cc sports also were not able to make a mark for themselves today, as they have moved on to the 19th position with a total of 13 points. So if you look at the meta right now, 11th position is 17 points. So not a lot of points. Actually, a few squads got those points in one game itself. So you can expect the other squads to step up today, and we can see a spark up in the points table as well. Team, if you talk about ANTRIX, they made it their way to 21st position with a total of 13 points. Titan Esports, again, they did well, but not enough to get themselves to the top 10 position. Titan Esports coming in at 22 with 12 points, and the difference is not much if you go down the points table, just because we have only had 2 matches for each team. So yes, the points difference is not much, and they can actually capture these points. They can actually close in on this distance tomorrow when they come up again. XPART 24th position. I did expect a lot from them, but unfortunately they were not able to rack up the kills or points table. They got 7 kills in 2 games, but the points for ranking points they only got 1, so they have a total of 8 points coming in at 424. TENET 25th position. Mr. Z 26th. Rogue Nation coming in at 27th position. Maximus, one of the surprises for me. I expected them to do better since they were very good in skirmishes, but unfortunately they weren't able to do well today as well.
Yes, and at 31st position, if we see, we have got Team Export with a total of 3 kill point and 2 position points. That makes a total 5 points. Raven Official is at the same level, 2 position points and 3 kill points. That makes a total 5. TRUERIPPERS with a total of 4 points. AIM Gaming with a total of 4 points as well at 34th position. 35th, we have Platinum Esports with 4 position points. 36th, we have Obey with 3 points. 37th, final for Karnataka with 3 points. 38th, Optimum Esports with 2 points. 39th, we have Dope Esports at total 2 points, and 40th we have 4 King with a total of 1 point. Didn't go well for the 4 King, Dope and Optimum Esports. Day 1 didn't go that well for them, but I think day 2 they are going to make a super comeback. They will work on their strats, and they will improvise, and they will come back very strong.
Yeah, Sanhok and Vikendi, Sanhok, and specifically Sanhok, it is a luck-based game. If the circle favors you, yes, you can go ahead. Skills are also important, but more of a luck factor comes into Sanhok. If the circle doesn't favor you, you will get third partied, you will get fourth partied, and you might just go out as well. But we'll have to see which team will come on top tomorrow, as we'll be moving on to Sanhok and Vikendi.
Yes, definitely. And guys, if you guys liked our casting, so you can follow Dinkar and me on our official Instagram. On our official Instagram account, our Instagram handles are right on your screen. Dinkar is at I am Dinkar and I am DAE Shadow. So you guys can follow us on our Instagram as well. And timings for tomorrow's match will be going to be same at 1 p.m. 1:30 p.m. We'll go live over here on the same channels, that is Skyesports Gaming for English, and for Hindi you can follow Skyesports other channel on 2 channels, and Loco. On Loco we'll be having all the streams in all the 6 different languages. So you can follow on the Loco TV as well.
Yeah, talking about our sponsors, streaming partner is Loco. Then we have our storage partner WD, Western Digital Black. Shopping partner Flipkart. Peripherals partner HyperX coming in with those headphones. Energy partner Monster Energy. And then we have Zoing coming in as the merchandise partner for our Skyesports Championship 2.0.
Yes, definitely. And if you look at the peripheral partner, we have got Team HyperX. We all are gamers, guys. And our energy partner is Monster Energy. And guys, if you want, you can buy Zoink merchandise from their official channel as well, and you will get a 40% discount. You just have to use the code SKY40. And for now, me and Dinkar will take your leave, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 1:30 p.m.
So guys, tune in tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining in. Have a nice day.